So.
Good evening. I'd like to reconvene City Council Successor Agency to the Westminster Redevelopment Agency meeting right now, 7:05 p.m. Wednesday, February 12, 2020. Roll call all council member, mayor, and vice mayor are present. Salute to the flag will be mentor, invitation to be council member Wayne. So please stand for salute our flag.
Put your right hand over your heart and repeat after me. Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing and bow your head for our invocations. Heavenly Father, provider of strength, we pray that as leaders of our community, we might have the insight and courage to serve the citizens of Westminster with wisdom and truth. We ask for your guidance in making decisions that affect our community, ensuring that decisions made this evening are in the best interest of our city and all its citizens. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Councilman Nguyen. Next, we have for consider attorney from closed section report.
No report, Mr. Mayor.
And proceeding ex parte communication, we have any? None. Next, we have report from City Clerk.
Thank you, Mayor, members of the City Council. Staff has withdrawn item number 5.2, which is the update on citywide street conditions and request for additional funding. It will be added to a future agenda.
Thank you so much. Next, we have oral communication.
This is the time of the meeting that members of the public may address the City Council regarding any items on the agenda or non-agenda items that are within the subject matter jurisdiction. Unless otherwise extended by a majority vote of the City Council, comment shall be limited to 5 minutes per speaker. Any person wishing to address the City Council should complete a green speaker slip that is provided at the entrance of the council chambers and submit the card to the city clerk. When your name is called, please step to the podium at that time and state your name and city of residence for the record.
Now, I'd like to open oral communication.
First speaker is Deborah Mariscal.
And as I said in our last meeting, I have captured many loose dogs in our area, and have even delivered a big boxer to the police station at 10 o'clock at night. That was when our daughter was in high school, because I couldn't keep them overnight. And we need to keep something local. It needs to not be all the way in Huntington Beach, not all the way in Tustin. It needs to be here within our own city where it is easily accessible. There obviously are a lot of people here that volunteer, that give, cat food, dog food, help walk animals, help clean. Some people don't have access to a car. They may not be able to drive. They may not be able to adopt an animal if it's too far away from them. So we really need to keep WAGs in Westminster and keep them going. We also need to make sure that so that they don't have to drive to Huntington Beach or to Tustin to get animals where they need to be. We really want to keep WAGs here in Westminster. Okay, topic change. Our city street islands have shrubbery on them. I'm short, I'm 5'1" and something. I do sit on a little pillow when I drive because of a bad condition that I have. I can't see over those hedges. Sadly, this week we had someone that crossed Beach Boulevard and lost her life. It is in my brought down to maybe 12 inches, or taken out completely, put succulents in. It's a danger to our community. There are always going to be people that try to run across the street thinking that they can make it, but you can't see. So, I mean, I almost have to turn left to get into my street. I'm almost in the first lane to be able to see whether there's somebody coming or not. So we really need to take care of that. My last thing that I want to say really, really saddens me. This is only directed to one person on the council. So for those of you that didn't say it, this is not directed at you. I go to work at 5 o'clock in the morning. I can't stay here until 9, 10, 11 o'clock at night. We have parents that have to get their kids to school. We have people that have responsibilities that they can't stay really late at night. And I am deeply saddened that when you stated that we don't care if we don't stay until the end. You should be ashamed of saying that, and you owe us an apology. Deborah Driscoll, Westminster. Next speaker, Cecilia Carr.
And I've been living in the same house here in Westminster for almost 37 years, so love the city. I'm here tonight to plead with my city to let WAGs continue to provide animal shelter services for us. First and foremost, they take wonderful care of the animals and are no kill. Aside from the horrors of some shelters that kill for space, it's comforting for pet owners to know that even if they don't locate their lost pet right away, it will be safe and taken good care of. WAGS has become a center for education too, organizing activities for both children and adults. Let's not forget the convenience factor, both for us residents and the animal control officer, as compared to alternate shelters. I have adopted 2 dogs from WAGS. Couldn't imagine life without them. Molly was a senior when I adopted her in 2012. She'll be an estimated 15 years old this coming March. Which brings me to another significant matter, the dog licensing fees. Since they more than doubled even the senior discount one, I would certainly hope that that revenue goes towards budgeting to keep WAGS shelter services. Thank you very much.
Speaker is Lady Shaw.
Good afternoon. My name is Simon Shaw. I'm the owner of TP Westminster Inn in Westminster. And I would like to just share a little story and give you some of my thoughts on things to consider. I pay about $20,000 a month in taxes every month, and about 10,000 of those goes to the city of Westminster. And about 7 years ago, the Westminster Chamber of Business Council approached me. They said, guys, we are in jeopardy financially, we're not strong. The city was subsidizing them. We're going to go bankrupt. Would you take over as president? I injected some money in the chamber and I took over, and we increased 40 to about 300, including all the auto dealers, all the hotels, all the major retail industry that was here. It was viable. We did a lot of other work. We had booklets that we put in different visitor places all over different cities, including every room had visitors guide so that they can shop in Westminster, they can stay in Westminster, they can eat in Westminster, and good progress was happening. 2.5 years into the presidency, I found out that the city was in deficit of about $8 million a year. And we were concerned because the only way to get through it is to pass Measure SS, which would give us another $12 million a year. I took the stance as president of the chamber to go and say we are going to support the city. We really didn't want our police to be in trouble, which is one of the best police force in Orange County. And we looked at all the reports, what impact it's going to do. Went out there and we also got a lot of support from the Police Officers Association, and we did a lot of work. That is a big story if you ever want to know it. Measure passed, it's limited time. Then what I found out is some of our own members were not happy about 5%. So I said, give it a break, let someone else take presidency. So I wanted to work on my golf game anyway. 2 years later, they asked me to come back as president, but I didn't do it because our membership was down to 110. I think right now they're at 20 or 30. There was too many hurdles. But I think I said I'd step back and let other folks handle it. And then about a year and a half ago, or a year ago, I got the news that the council has given a big tax break to the new hotel. 25 years tax break, as well as $4 million in renovation and stuff. We were concerned, and so I started sending out 17,000 letters and half-page articles just to give my views on what's important. I bear no animosity with everybody. I want to see a strong city of Westminster. I stopped a lot of efforts. We had a lot of efforts that were going on because some of the recall people called me and said, oh, your letters are great. We are getting signatures. We're having a tough time getting them. Your letters are having an impact. I didn't want to see that because I'm not political. We shouldn't be political, and I stopped everything at this stage. But I am concerned that some of the areas, especially the West End, is really being ignored. And we can have that. And if you want to see how the districting went, yeah, we were involved in districting also. I'm glad you settled. It's something that we need to work together as a team. And even though you may have people that you may not agree with, put them in prominent position that they can help you. My other suggestion is give it some thoughts of how you measure success, measurable success. Is your sales dollars increasing every year or not? I did the analysis for our city compared to other cities. And I wanted to just share it very quickly since I have 30 seconds. Huntington Beach was up, increase in visitor pricing, about 8%. Long Beach up 3%. North Orange County up 1%. Costa Mesa down 2%. And Westminster down 5%. I think we are setting some tone which is not working out the best. And I want you to adhere and work with the best folks so they can help the city. And I wish Eddie the best. Thank you.
Good evening, Mayor and Council members. My name is Nguyen. I'm the co-chair of the Little Saigon Cat Parade, which held the event last January 25th. And here on behalf of the committee, I want to report to the council on the success of the Cat Parade last time. It was very well attended. We have crowd estimate ranging from 30,000 to 50,000, anywhere within those estimates there. We have live broadcast of the event, which was well received and watched by Vietnamese We also noticed that there was a large number of visitors from out of town. This is something very different and special this year. And then that is the factor that we want to tackle on to promote more visitors from out of town so that we can put more spending in the area of Little Saigon. We can promote it next year. We have, on the financial front, we have some money left to be prepared for next year so that hopefully next year we will not be struggling like we did this year. And we have something we can be fond of, which is we started on time and we finished it early this year, something that we could not think, no one thought that we could do this year, but we did it. It was something that we are very proud of. We heard a report from the police and from the staff that there were no incidents, no crowd control or traffic flow or anything like that. I'm here actually to thank the City Council for your courage and wisdom in granting us the permit to organize the event. We knew that we have a big mission in that, and thank you for your trust and confidence in us to allow us to carry out something that we wanted to make the city proud of us, because this is the huge mission and obligation that we can make the city and the resident proud of the pet event, so that we can continue on the tradition to hold the event in this very proud Little Saigon location here. And we also want to thank the staff for working with us very diligently and professionally. It is a very good learning experience that we work with the staff here. And when I want to see any way we can ask the council to pass on our appreciation and gratitude to the city council, to the staff for spending a lot of time to work with us. And we look forward to holding the event next year here. We hope we can make it bigger and better for the pet parade next year. And our calculation on the moving Lunar New Year Day, it will be on Friday, February 12th, so that we will plan to hold the event, the pet parade on Saturday, February 13th. And that will be the second day of the New Year Day on 2021. So we will submit the application to the City Council and request for the permit to hold the event on that day. It will be on Saturday, February 13, 2021. And for next year, we plan to be more selective in inviting local organizations so that we can make a better show of the cultural display for our community. We plan to invite more outside organizations and visitors so that we can attract more visitors from our town. We will hopefully make some contribution to the city budgets because we want to help and give back, and we also plan to set up some sort of scholarship for the local students and local organizations so that we can build up the local network here in Little Saigon and the city of Westminster. And in conclusion, I ask everyone to save the date. So next year's pet parade, it will be on Saturday, February 13, 2021. And thank you very much for your listening.
John Scott Gary.
Full name is John Scott Gary. I'm not one. Believe it or not, but I go by Scott. I live in Westminster, president for 19 years. And good evening, council members and Mayor Tom. Thank you for every one of your services. And once again, I know you guys all stepped up to the plate. And at one time or another, one of you were on our front porch and we had a talk. And your intent was to go to work for the city of Westminster as a council member to make an impact and a difference in the city for the good. And I would like to talk to you tonight about just asking you to please consider putting WAGs, restoring the contract, on the agenda for the next upcoming meeting. We would like you to hear our cry about it. I think it's something very important. It's not just a decision of fiscal responsibility and what's right financially for the city. It's a decision about what's right for the people and what we can give back to our city. WAX has created such an empire in 8 short years with a following on social media, 45,000 followers just on Facebook. A lot of people can't come to the microphone and talk. It's just not everybody's thing. But a lot of people are watching on social media. They have over 7,000 Instagram followers, and they're able to put a lot of people in touch with their lost pet. I believe these resources are used to save the city a lot of money, a lot of time, a lot of resources. But one thing I've learned in the last 3 years of volunteering at WAX is it's not just allowing me to give back or create a venue for me to volunteer. It's creating a venue for me to come together with my fellow citizens. I've met so many people of the city of Westminster since I've joined WAX. I met my neighbors when I got a dog. You know, neighbors don't talk. You get a dog and you walk and you won't meet your neighbors, I promise you that. But the people that run WAX, they're fantastic. I've never met anybody like Courtney, who has the shoulders of an ox. I mean, the things she deals with. It seemed like for a while I couldn't go 1 month without watching Courtney on the news, taking in, 52 dogs or 300 rabbits or something, But she handles it, she does a fantastic job. Michelle's awesome. She's behind the scenes and just keeping everything running. Over the years, I've just heard taxes, our taxes have gone up. We've always been in a deficit. We've never really been financially way ahead of the schedule. I will say this, I do consider myself to be a stand-up citizen. I mean, I pay my taxes, I try to behave, I stay out of the police department. But along the time, you see the banners going up in our city. What can you do, what is your vision for the city of Westminster? And that's been asked, what's your vision? And the vision is, what can we do as a community? This is an opportunity to not only curb the animal control issue, but to create a venue for a community project for us to come together. Animals tie multiple people together, many backgrounds, many races, religions, political, whatever, all that is set aside. It brings a lot of joy in giving back, and it's what it's done for me. I can't get over how many of my neighbors I talk to. Law enforcement, firefighters, my FBI neighbors, they can't go on. They stay behind the scenes. That's just the kind of people they are, and I get it. But boy, when I start talking to them about this stuff, I've been at venues with adoption events, and it's like, what are you doing here? So I'm not surprised by who has a love for animals and giving back and who wants to give. They're a stress reliever. Giving back is a stress relief. A lot of us work high-stress jobs. What else can you provide that helps relieve stress, helps give back, helps with a community project? It's an awesome opportunity. I don't think we should only just renew this contract and get it back on the discussion. I think we should also go outside of that and see what more can we do for it. WAX has put Westminster on the map many times. Brought Honda to bring a commercial to our community. So there's so much positives. There's not a whole lot of positive with the competition. And when you have someone that's notorious that may have a kill rate, corporations, donations, and people don't want to touch it. They don't want to be tied to that. It's the negative. We want positive. And that's what WAX has allowed a lot of corporations to do, is make a positive impact. Please help us make a positive impact, and I am asking you to please, I know I wrote my note here, give us something. Please give us something. I appreciate it.
Next speaker, Lloyd Law, followed by Verena Saldillo.
And Lloyd Law, resident of Cyprus, but I hope you don't hold that against me too much. Thank you for the late evening hours and giving us an opportunity to express our concerns and opinions. I'm here because My family's adopted 2 wonderful dogs from WAGs, so I'm here to advocate for WAGs in ways that may not be immediately apparent to the RFP. And our view of WAGs is not skewed. It's not as if we've only been to WAGs and we know no one else. Having been in Orange County for 25 years, we've gone to several other shelters, and none come close to WAGs. At one, we were treated rudely and condescendingly. Another one didn't know their dogs very well, and so one didn't work out, but we kept her. And for some strange reason, we went back the second time, and the second dog was worse and attacked our first dog, so after about $1,000, we had to return that dog. Another one that we went to look for dogs, we inadvertently became part of the screening process, not by choice and not without some injury. We saw a German Shepherd that the representative said was about ready for release, and he promptly bit me. Well, you know, mistakes can happen. But then when I went in to document and see what's going on, it was clear they were not well trained and not well versed. And I even had to ask, how am I going to get the results of the rabies to make sure I wasn't affected by that? So with all that, we wanted to look for another place, and my daughter saw on Yelp that WAG's got great reviews. So well, let's try WAG's. So we went there, and none of the dogs really struck us in a positive way. It seemed to be very compatible. And we were about to leave when one of the employees says, will you look at Nikita? Well, he was the one that was pretty awesome, scary looking. He didn't respond, and we thought we'd rip the face off us. I said, okay. We'll look at him, brought him to a room, and he rolled over in his belly for us. And he said, that's a good sign. He's never done that for us before. So we agreed to take a chance and take him home. He's half pit bull, half Akita. So some people would say his face is only the kind that a mother would love. Turns out he's very lovable, never charged anyone, and my daughter's explaining, Akitas are like cats, so nothing bothers him. So again, he was not loved at first sight, but he turned out great. Well, we were concerned that he was lonely, so we went back to WAG's the second time for a dog. And knowing that we had adopted Akita, they said, will you look at Scylla? Scylla is 100% pit bull, and she'd be returned several times for other people. And that's because, I'm trying to see how I state this delicately, she would assert her dominance in ways that male dogs didn't like. I'll leave it at that. So we went back home and brought Akita in at their recommendation, and because of I think it's Akita nature, it didn't bother him at all. So we ended up adopting her too. So whereas he was not loved at first sight, Scylla was loved at any sight. So we hear so much about WAGs that after those adoptions, we have donated our time and our money. So again, we've never seen another shelter with such care, concern, and thorough screening and knowledge of their animals. Thank you.
My name's Farina Cedillo, and my husband and I, are homeowners in Stanton. And 6 years ago, we adopted a cat from WAGs, or I should say, she adopted me. Because you go into a room to adopt, and the cats are all there. They're not in cages to just be petted and talked to. They're there, they're all socialized and happy. And I was so happy when a few years ago, WAGs took on Stanton and now has a contract with them. So I just want to say that I feel we have a responsibility to our animals. And I don't know how many of you have pets, but we've had pets for 40 years of the last years of my life and enjoyed every single one of them. So thank you very much.
I'm Shirley.
followed by Catherine Quinley.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Hunter Lee. I'm 6 years old and I go to Sequoia Academy. I'm here tonight to tell you why wax is worth saving and important to me. Since I was 3 years old, my parents let me collect recyclables and our house to help save the environment. I turn in the bottles and cans to the recycling center and take the money to us afterwards to them. It is not hard work for me. It is easy work. And you can do this to help our community. My parents encourage me to have kindness and compassion for all living things. I feel more responsible because I'm collecting recyclables since I have no paying jobs like my dad. I also look at food for the animals. I know it takes a lot of money and time for all the animals and flags. It is a huge job. Wax is the only animal shelter in Westminster. They save animals and it is not a high-kill shelter. I did not know some animals get killed because they run out of time to find a home. This makes me very sad. Wax helps animals have another chance to find homes and families to love them. They also help lost pets return to their families. I think of this as an adventure to keep them from staying lost. They are safe at Wax. The volunteers at Wax keep the animals safe and warm. What will happen if Wax closes? Where will the animals go? There will be no one to feed the animals. They will go hungry, get skinny, get sick, and die. I have a dog named Leo. He is my best friend and my brother. I cannot imagine a life without Leo. Animals are part of the family. If I could, I would take all the animals home with me, but my mom says our house is already a zoo. Sometimes my mom takes me to Wax after school so that I can pet some of the bunnies. It is one of my favorite things to do. They are so cute. I love all the animals at Wax. Please think about how sad it would make the animals feel if they had to go back on and cannot find love. Doesn't everyone deserve a chance to be loved? I think we all need to love the animals and more and figure out a way to save Wax. Their lives are not worthless. If you don't care about Wax, then that means you don't care about the animals, and that is not okay. Please keep funding Wax. Please do not shut them down. Thank you for listening to me.
My name is Dr. Quinlock. I'm a 20-year resident of Westminster. Wax does a whole lot. I'm just shooting from the hip here. I actually trap feral cats in the street. Part of the problem is we call them free-roaming animals. That's not good. People just let them go. I know that Wax, through the city of Westminster, has a TNR program, which is very valuable. Also taken in Stanton. I've spent a lot of money on my own. I have, on 4th of July, when people are shooting off illegal fireworks, I've had a dog come into my neighborhood. I was able to take him to Wax and know that he was not going to be put down. The no-kill thing, it's really important. I've been around, I've saved a lot, and it's not good. It's not good out there, and Wax does a lot to help ease some of that. Like they said, the cats that all go into one room, that kind of helps them, because cats in cages, they don't adopt very well. They don't show very well. It doesn't work for them. So this environment is good for them. I think that's about all I got. It's not good out there. It's not good. And if we lose Wax has been around a long time, and I actually trapped a friendly out the street and took him in there for a stand. So they've helped me out in that way too. I donate to them as well, but we got issues, guys. Thank you.
Followed by Teresa Thrasher.
Good evening. Thank you for your service, first and foremost. I don't want you to forget that you have a very crucial decision to make regarding our pets' welfare. WAGS, as you've been told, no-kill, nonprofit, just down the street, absolute perfect resource for our city right now. So all of us, everyone here, we are begging you to exercise all of your power to guarantee a continued partnership with WAGS. Without the contract, WAGS will not be a resource for our pets. They will cease to exist, and all of those thousands of pets will be forced into an already overcrowded shelter. And they don't last long. Euthanasia is what happens when you run out of space. So to avoid senseless euthanasia, you need to stay with WAGS. Just to draw a comparison, a few years ago, before WAGS started servicing Stanley, my cat went missing, picked up by animal control, taken to OC Humane Society, the competition right now. They waited 3 days to scan for a chip for my cat. 3 days that they just threw her in a cage, thought she was feral, thought no one was coming for her, and then they finally scanned for a chip. So $400 of my hard-earned money went to their facility, not doing anything for the pets, going straight to their pockets, and it's sickening. Compared to when I'm sitting there, just waiting for kittens to get vaccines, dogs and cats get turned in, they're immediately have a picture taken, they're given a reference number, they're put on social media, and every step is taken to make sure that those pets are reunited with their parents. Completely different situation. That being said, WAGS does have a 96% live release rate. That 4% does consist of the fragile orphan kittens that some of us take care of. And we cry, we mourn. We suffer knowing that we couldn't help every single one. Those same kittens were turned into OC Humane Society. That did it. They see no more days. So we need to stop allowing them to take care of our pets and continue with WAGS. They do not even have a kitten foster program. So there's no way for them to outsource. WAGS, they have us. We are an extension of them. We take the kittens, we feed them, we raise them, and we provide them. WAGS provides them with homes once they're ready. And it goes without saying that compassion can be costly. So going with a cheaper option is a dishonor to your city, dishonor to your residents, dishonor to all your animals that are seeking shelter and want a chance to live. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Teresa Thrasher of Tustin. My daughter's Alina. I want to just talk about why WAGS is so important to me. I lost my mother in 2011. I was going through a really, really hard time. And somebody from WAGS, they suggested I volunteer. It has helped me so much. I was in such
Cô
a
này
dark
là
place.
nói rằng là cô
And the
mất bố
wonderful
mẹ
people
trong
at
cái
WAGS really, really
đợt
helped me.
khủng bố 911,
I also was
cho nên cô
adopted
bị
in
khủng
animals
hoảng
from
tinh thần.
WAGS. These
Và có người
animals
đề
were
nghị
not.
cô nên tới cái nhà
This Lacey was originally
chứa chấp
her
chó
name
mèo
was
hoang đó
Coco.
để mà
She was
làm
very
thiện nguyện, cho nên
shy,
là khi cô tới đó
very
cô làm thiện
scared.
nguyện thì cô thấy
If she was at
thoải
another
mái.
shelter,
Đối với cô đó
she
là
would
cái quan
not
trọng
have
của cái
been
nhà chứa
alive.
chấp chó mèo đó.
And she has turned out to be the most amazing dog, and I can't imagine not having her. WAGS has no idea how
Và
much
cô
they
cũng
have helped me. They don't always, they help people and they help
nhận
me.
nuôi mấy con chó
It's
trong
not
đó
just
và nó
animals.
làm cho cô rất là
WAGS
thoải mái.
is definitely a gem of Westminster. and I encourage you to just please keep them. Thank you.
Thực ra thì không phải là thành phố sẽ không giữ cái hợp đồng đó thì nó không có chỗ cho cháu này, nhưng mà sẽ có một cái chỗ khác của quận. Nhưng mà họ thì cho rằng là cái chỗ này nó tốt hơn, nó đối xử với cháu mèo tốt hơn là để đưa lên quận.
My name is Lindsay LaFave, and I'm from La Habra, California. It's on the other side of Beach Bowl. It's like really fun. So the reason why I'm here tonight is because I want to tell you about this magical place that my daughter asked me to take her to. My daughter is really interested in animals, and she asked me if I could find her a place as a 6th grader where she could interact with animals and make a difference. We met Courtney. Courtney introduced us to adult cat entertainment. So my daughter and I would go into the cat rooms when they were not open and socialize adult cats. And after a while, I'm a dog person, just so we're clear. After a while, Courtney said, "Hey, have you thought about fostering kittens?" To which I was terrified. To date, my daughter has helped over 50 kittens. 30 of them have had, 30 of them have gotten homes from wax. My daughter has seen little tiny baby kittens come into her hands. She's been mentored by people that work at wax, and she is looking so forward to a career helping animals, and it's because of wax. I'm here tonight because you do have a gem in your city. My city doesn't have this. The closest thing to it is really, really far down the freeway that way. I choose not to take a freeway. I choose to drive down Beach Boulevard for this because it's worth it. I hope you realize what you have, and I hope you keep it, because I'm jealous.
Good evening, Mayor Tom, council members, thank you for a moment of your time. It's an honor to be able to stand up and speak on behalf of the Wags Pet Adoption Center. It's been an honor and a privilege to volunteer there since 2011. And any day that I can go there and volunteer, it's a very happy day. I forget all of my problems, all the stress at work just goes away. I wanted to just talk for a moment and remind you of what you're already aware of, that you have a very unique opportunity to make a very positive impact in this community. It's something that you could leave a legacy behind by considering and keeping WAGs in the playbook. It could be the shelter of choice to remain with Stanton and the city of Westminster. And if it's selected, it would be the vision and the creation of what our Governor Gavin Newsom wants shelters to be and become in this great state of California. It's a no-kill facility, it's clean, it's compassionate, it offers excellent medical care, excellent nutrition to the thousands of animals that come through the doors every year. They're frightened, they don't know what's going on, and I've seen the staff, the CEO and the shelter manager spend extraordinary hours working with us volunteers and their paid staff to provide an excellent quality of care for these frightened animals. I think WAG's record speaks for itself, because who else besides WAG's could have efficiently and effectively handled the 2 rabbit hoarding cases that they inherited, as well as the bulldog hoarding situation. They are constantly in the mix of other newsworthy events as well. There's no other competitor that can handle these kinds of situations with the professionalism that WAGS does. There isn't a playbook that a group like this can go to find out how do we do this. But every single day, and I've seen it over and over for all these years, they have to make split decisions. They have to make those decisions on behalf of the animals. They have to relieve the animal suffering and create an environment where the community can become involved. I've never seen an animal shelter like this that involves the community to this depth. They have Girl Scout programs, Boy Scout programs.
They have a very active trap neuter release, a TNR program, which really helps the community. Kid and fostering, which I'm a member of that program and have failed a few times to bring feedback. They provide volunteer opportunities for high school kids. And one of the most touching memories that I have last year, a young mother had two of her young children with her, a little boy and a little girl, and they went into what's called Ketchum's Cafe. And they spent over an hour just quietly hanging out with these adult cats. Some had been there for close to a year. And the little boy was reading a book to the cats, and the little girl was playing, and the mom was, I mean, it was a beautiful sight. You don't see that, you will not see that anywhere. The competition is not capable of providing this type of care. It's a very unique situation in the city, and one that I'm also jealous of. WAG's dedication to this community is unwavering. You will not find another shelter like that, and I appreciate and respectfully submit these comments, and thank you very much for your time.
Followed by Lori Mitchell.
Good evening, thanks for allowing me to speak, and thanks for your service, and I guess you can guess what I'm going to talk about. I'm a citizen of Garden Road, not too far away, and I've been a WAG's volunteer, and I'm concerned about the possibility that you may choose another service for animal care. My experience with animal shelters began in the 90s. For many years, I volunteered with Girl Scouts of Orange County. Scouts, especially younger scouts, love to volunteer and provide community service for animals in need. When my troops were in elementary school, they spent a year on animal welfare activities. As much as the kids loved seeing the animals, the shelters we visited were sad, dismal places. Because you knew many of the animals that would end up euthanized. In addition, the girls were limited in the amount of interaction they could have, mainly limited to dropping off donations or touring the facility of animals in cages. When my daughter wanted to do service hours in high school, she researched and found WAGs. What a delightful discovery. Here was a place where our family could volunteer through their HIS program, which helps the cats be more adoptable through one-on-one socialization. We were so impressed that the WAG's employees cared so deeply for their animals. They knew their names, their personalities, and their backstories. They tried to provide a cage-free environment to reduce stress on the pets. It was also a place where if a cat was gone the next time we came, we knew it had been adopted. It hadn't reached its expiration date. WAG provided cares for the animal until the day it found its what they call forever home. In addition to the HIS programs that we participated in, WAGS continually strives to develop innovative ways to actively engage the community to bring them into the shelter, from reading programs to yoga classes, baking lessons, art programs. Why does this matter? All this outreach brings people into your cities, increase visitors, and translates to an increase in customers to the surrounding business. WAGS has only over 1,600 adoptions a year. You can bet most of those people head straight to Petco right there to shop right after. In addition to the doctors, they have 20 to 100 visitors on an average business day, over 50 regular volunteers, and hundreds of youth volunteers earning service hours. A single adoption event can bring as many as 300 visitors to the city. Their impact isn't limited to Westminster. They participate in Pet Expo and tell thousands of visitors about their work in Westminster. As people have mentioned, they've been in the news stories with reported cases and getting on the map. The Humane Society may try to underbid WAGS to provide animal services, but WAGS recently has gotten their live release rate up to 94%. Do they have that same level of care? Are they providing community outreach and bringing business things that support commerce in your city? More importantly, are they ready to comply with Governor Newsom's proposal to switch all shelters to no-kill? WAGS already has that set up. So with experience to know how to comply with a new law, if the other vendor isn't, then their potentially lower bid could come in cost in the future. I can't imagine Westminster without WAGS. Please support WAGS and consider it when you're making this.
Good evening, Mayor and City Council members. My name
official. I was born and raised in Costa Mesa, and I've resided in Huntington Beach for the past 25 years. Please bear with me as this is a new venue for me to speak in front of, so I've written this all down. I have been a part of the dog rescue community for the past 8 years. I am standing before you tonight to plead with you to not contract with Orange County Humane Society, but rather to continue your contract with WAGS. I am requesting tonight that this item be put on the agenda for the City Council meeting February 26th. If the fact that the cities of Costa Mesa and Newport Beach pulling their contracts from Orange County Humane Society is not enough to sway your decision, I ask you to not only reevaluate your position as to why, but I also ask you to reach out directly to Costa Mesa and Newport Beach Animal Control Shelters before making the decision. I ask you as well to keep in mind that beyond the City Council's fiscal responsibility to your residents, that you also hold a moral and ethical duty to them as well. That includes ensuring that your residents have the best resources and professional outlets at their disposal. This includes but not limited to the care of their animals. Your residents deserve much more value than to have the disgrace of a shelter that OCHS is to be the shelter for their pets in time of need. One of the basic responsibilities you also have to your residents is to ensure that the legal process on stray hold laws and reuniting pets with their rightful owners is held to legal standard. WAGS has a proven track record of their shelter and having a good open relationship with your residents, our community, and keeping sanitary conditions and reuniting lost and found pets with their rightful owners. OCHS has a complete opposite track record. If you would like community feedback from people who are not present tonight, I suggest you do a simple Yelp search, and you will find that OCHS, out of 131 reviews, has a 1.5-star rating. That is unacceptable, ladies and gentlemen. I live only 2 miles from Orange County Humane. Excuse me, I'm nervous speaking in front of everyone. If you can't tell. I live only 2 miles from OCHS, and in all these years, I have not had one pleasant or professional experience with any of their staff. They have told me on multiple occasions that rescues are not welcome and they don't need us. I think all of you as council members can understand the important roles that rescues play in our shelter system throughout the country on a daily basis. WAGS truly understands this, and it is our pleasure to have them in our community, and it's reassuring to know that they can be counted on. As this council is comprised of elected officials, I ask you to consider the consequences, morally and legally, along with the heartache of your own residents, if you choose to contract with the unacceptable practices of Orange County Humane Society. WAGS all the way. Thank you.
Good evening, City Council members and all city officials, and everyone. My name is Ben Nguyen, I'm a resident of Huntington Beach for 32 years. I have a strong tie to the city because my parents lived here for many years before they passed away. I still have relatives and many friends who are residents of the city. First of all, I would like to thank the city and all officials, especially People's Chief and staff, for making the day parade happen. It was a success. The community enjoyed it very much. Yeah, certainly because in a few weeks the city will have a special election, and that's why I'm here. I think that people would like to be fully informed as much as possible in making the right decision. The extramarital affair of City Council Tidal and my wife today have caused the breakup of 2 families.
I would like to, my
I'm not here to speak into sport or in opposition to the equal effort. But like I said earlier, I think
vợ của ổng, cho nên gia đình tan nát. Và đặc
in
biệt
the matter that I just described, I do strongly
hiệu
believe that it
trưởng
is of
ngăn lại
important
không nói
interest
chuyện
to
cá nhân.
the resident of the city. That's why I state the fact. I thank you very much for giving me the time.
Hi, good evening, and hello to all the council members. My name is Marjorie Schubert, and I both live and work in the city of Westminster. And I'd like to say that WAGS, got some visuals here, WAGS is important to me in both my personal and professional life, and let me explain a little bit. In my professional life, I teach students with disabilities. My students function in the moderate severe range. And each year, we make a trip to WAGS. In preparation of this trip, and we've done this 4 years, in preparation for this trip, my students make both cat toys and treats for the dogs. And the value that that gives them is great. We take those things to the WAGS, visit with the cats, and enjoy ourselves, and my students are able to see the value of what they do and what they can contribute, and it's very meaningful, it's powerful. A cute story, this last time we went, I have one student who struggles with social interactions, and we're teaching him how you carry on a conversation beyond the point of hello. Well, his opportunity sitting with cats, just loving him, he bends down and I hear him whisper, "Oh, kitty cat, you gonna take Kevin home with you?" And it was the cutest thing and such a powerful, loving moment. And as somebody else said, you can't find those kind of moments elsewhere, and certainly not in other shelters. I volunteered at the larger animal shelter years ago, and like the woman said, they tried, but it was a grim place. And animals were caged, and there wasn't as much hope as we would hope for. WAGS provides opportunity to our community as well. We've talked about, or others have talked about, the volunteerism opportunity, the classes. It's really something special and unique in Westminster. Other cities don't have this, and we should be so very proud that we do. It's one of, say, 5 things I can say in our town that, boy, we've really got it right. Yet one is the police, so I'll give that to them as well. WAGS teaches children, I'm sure that little boy was a beautiful example, it teaches beauty. He had been in a shelter, different shelters, for 2 years before he came into my life.
Bây giờ tự nghe rõ chưa?
My family so much joy. And without Courtney's heart in the work of WAGS, I wouldn't have him in my life. Certainly he would have been lost. And this guy deserves a life, and I deserve him. We all work hard. We should have joy in Westminster. We should have a place where we come together as a community and do good works and love each other and love animals and show community what it's about. WAGS provides a common goal for us to come together and do that. Sorry, my notes aren't as well prepared as I'd like. I said a lot of good things. I could go on all night. I won't make you suffer through that. But now comes the bad. I've had experience with the other shelter as well. I adopted an older dog there, not too terribly old, maybe 2 years old is what I was told. I was also told he was recovering from a surgery he had in his rectum for a mass. We adopted him with that, brought him back when he didn't improve, and cried each time he had to go to the bathroom. This would have brought tears in your eyes. I don't know if any of you have relationships with animals. We took him back. His recovery is hard. After many visits, long time, suffering animal, lots of money out of our pockets, fire dogs and everybody in Orange County over in Garden Grove, he did exploratory surgery for about $500 and another dollars. which isn't expensive considering, but found out that Humane Society in Huntington Beach I can't put it nicely, they had outright lied, there had been no previous surgery. The doctor found no evidence of that. Please keep WAGs. It's important. The students of Johnson Middle School have prepared letters, my classroom as well as some of our avid students.
Followed by Sarah and Debbie.
Lynn Wing.
Debbie?
Sarah? It's not all right.
Hello and good evening, council members. My name is Sarah. I would like to thank each of you for your time in allowing members of the community to speak regarding issues of concern to us. I would like in particular to address the continuation of Westminster's contract with WAG's pet adoption. As you can most likely assume by my appearance, I am in favor of keeping the contract. I would first like to open with a candid statement about my relationship with WAG's. I am a former resident of Westminster and currently an employee of Westminster Veterinary Group. It's owned by Dr. Tia Greenberg and under the administration of Dr. Michelle Rusillo. They were each the founder and CEO of WAG's respectively. I think it's important that council know that despite working for Dr. Greenberg and Dr. Rusillo, and conversing with each of them frequently and on a regular basis, that not once have they appealed to me personally, nor pressured me to speak on behalf of WAG's. Instead, I run to WAG's situation as every other adoptive parent and volunteer and former foster of WAG's has through social media and through emails. I believe this is significant and that it speaks to the high integrity and standards of WAG's pet adoption and its staff. WAG's has an indisputable reputation for providing excellent care to the best of its ability.
Hôm nay có thể nói là những người đi ủng hộ cái cơ sở wax này đã chiếm hết diễn đàn. Họ lên để họ thuyết phục hội đồng thành phố tái hợp đồng với lại cái cơ sở này. Chúng tôi nhận thấy ở trong khán phòng thì cũng có một số người khác với những cái chủ trương khác, cái mục tiêu khác, nhưng mà không biết là có thời giờ để mà tới phần họ phát biểu hay không.
Strong community support, as you can see here, and their success is evident in the community roles that they have given, as well as their crowdfunding campaign of 2019 to the community. WAG's is certainly worth keeping. I understand that currently Westminster is considering contracting with an animal shelter located outside of the city's boundaries. I would like for the council to consider the impact of the distance between the city and its animal shelter. People have brought up that it does make it difficult to want to go to the shelter if it's far away. But I want you also to consider the difficulty specifically for the elderly and people with disabilities who cannot transport themselves by car or try to reclaim lost pets and bring them back home by car because they don't have one. According to regulations on Octa.net, the Orange County Transportation Authority requires all non-service animals to be caged and in owner's laps, making animal transportation difficult for any person owning an animal over 20 pounds. Alternatives, such as ride-sharing services, often require the consent of the driver and are much more costly than public transportation. All of these factors contribute to a less egalitarian system, in which only the abled and those wealthy will be supported. I believe this to be contrary to the council's intentions of bettering the community, and I would highly discourage any organization but one based in Westminster to be considered as Westminster's animal shelter. I understand that difficult decisions are often made by our leaders in order to protect and grow our communities, which balance our desires and our financial ability. I believe that each member of this council would desire and be deeply committed to the health and vitality of Westminster.
I would like the council to consider then the emotional impact of removing a Westminster-based animal shelter, especially one with WAG's reputation, from the equation. A local shelter can have a great impact on the community, especially one such as WAG's that engages the community with various classes and programs for children and different communities outside of WAG's to come together and join in Westminster. These events not only benefit the animals, but the community at large. And without WAG's, the community is separated not only from its beloved shelter, but from each other. I believe it is in the best interest of the council and of the community and of the animal population within Westminster to renew the contract with WAG's pet adoption. And I would like to thank you again for your time and your consideration.
Followed by Mark Harris.
Carol Bullen, 45-year resident of Westminster. I'm coming to you with a little bit more of a personal story. My daughter, Christina, has been born and raised here and attended all of the Westminster schools during her career. She's now at Golden West College. There was a time that I didn't think this was going to happen. My daughter attempted suicide several times when she was 14 years old. She was so depressed and her demons got her down so badly, we didn't think she was going to make it. It was extreme enough that I had to work days as a first grade teacher while my husband worked nights as a wastewater manager. Her self-confidence was just non-existent and her life was barely tolerable. One day a friend of mine told me about WAG's. She said, why don't you go down there and at least have Chrissy play with the cats and the dogs. So we did. We went down and we took a look and we could hear a little kitten crying in the back room. And I said, what is going on back there? And they said, we have kittens up for foster. And do you think that might be something you would be interested in? And because I really didn't want a pet, I said, yeah, sure. So we took that baby. We took that baby. I have 24 pets in my classroom. I don't want to come home to more pets. But we took that baby home and oh my goodness, day and night she took care of this kitten. It gave her a reason to live. Not only that, but she begged me for more. She said, I don't care if my entire bedroom is filled with 100 kittens. I want to save every single one. And I said to my husband, I don't care if I have to take on a second job. I'm going to pay for anything that I need to pay for to buy for these kittens because my daughter is so in love with them. It's 5 years later. We still foster kittens whenever we can. We were just in a few days ago. And there weren't any available. And my daughter looked at me and said, we're coming back next week. And I said, oh, we're coming back every week until we get them. And that's exactly what we're going to do. So I want to thank you so much for awarding the contract to WAG's up to this point. It means so much to me. And also I'll be bringing my first grade classroom on a field trip to WAG's a little bit later on this year. And so it's just really, really important that we keep it. No one else can offer the care that WAG's does. And for these reasons, I beg you to award the contract to the dearly beloved WAG's.
Good evening, council members. As a former resident of Westminster and current happy owner of 2 pets from WAG's, I have come today to both express my support for maintaining the city's contract with WAG's and concerns with choosing a different shelter. In December of 2017, my wife and I were having difficulty getting through each day's struggles, and after a long time of wanting a cat, we visited WAG's and adopted our first cat, Shadow. This was one of the best decisions we have made, and later in July 2018, we fostered a kitten who, through unfortunate circumstances, arrived at WAG's.
Những người mà lên để mà ủng hộ thường là kể một cái câu chuyện mang tính cá nhân của họ, nói rằng là cuộc đời của họ có những lúc bị rất là tuyệt vọng, thì nhờ tới hoặc là tới làm thiện nguyện cho cái cơ sở này, hoặc là tới nhận nuôi mấy con chó mèo ở cơ sở này, thì cuộc đời của họ trở nên vui vẻ hơn.
and its ability to handle influxes of animals has been tried time and time again. Moving the contracted animal shelter elsewhere outside of Westminster would mean sacrificing caring and capable hands for the community, and for a shelter further away from Westminster residents, leaving animal control spending more time.
Nãy giờ mọi người cứ hay nói tới Corona nãy giờ, cho nên bây giờ mới nhớ ra để xem ở trong khán phòng có ai đeo khẩu trang hay không nhé. Có ai muốn coi trong khán phòng có người nào đeo khẩu trang hay không?
Kim Tran. Kathy Von Twist. Hello, my name is Dr. Kim Tran. I first moved to Westminster in 1986 and have been one of the senior shelter veterinarians at WAGS since 2014. Over the past 13 years, I've worked with various rescues and shelters all over the country, ranging from Texas, Massachusetts, Washington, Northern California. And so I can sympathize with the difficult budgeting decisions that city and shelter administrations such as yourself have to make. That said, I want to talk about the tremendous value a shelter like WAGS has and why I strongly believe it is worth keeping. Of all the organizations that I've worked with, WAGS has been one of the most self-motivated and community-oriented animal shelters, continually striving to do what's right for the animals, the people, and the cities that contract us. Firstly, everyone's said this before, and so I'll be brief, but the benefits to the animals are obvious. I do want to point out that we provide high-quality care at what we try to keep as reasonable costs, including safe and clean boarding, exercise, and necessary medical and surgical treatment. We also focus on behavior modification, socialization, agility training, cruelty, neglect investigation, trap neuter release programs. These are services that not all shelters can offer to its cities. And we didn't always either, but we do now because we as an organization are always brainstorming and researching ways to improve and uphold current shelter standards according to UC Davis and the ACCA, even while trying to cut costs to meet very necessary budgets. Never have I ever seen a shelter have such rapid growth, from a single corridor in a hospital to a full-fledged community center. Speaking of which, the community itself is absolutely #1 to WAGS. For one, few other shelters have endeavored to be as inclusive and respectful of diversity as WAGS, whether it's age, gender, ethnicity, religion, political beliefs, economic status, sexual orientation, etc. We are a general safe haven for animal lovers in the area to unite through our fostering programs, our volunteer programs, our classes, etc. When I was a young American girl living in a studio apartment with my parents and my sister, none of us knowing very much English at all, I didn't have these opportunities. It's so exciting to see them available for the people of Westminster, for people who look like me and people who don't look like me. We're an education center. We've mentioned the literacy program repeatedly, and nothing touches me more than seeing a young Viet girl like I was showing their mom how well they can read now. We promote early and consistent exposure to STEM fields with veterinarian shadowing. I personally will allow middle school and high school students shadow me. And we work with vet tech schools. I personally love teaching these young kids what options there are out for them, no matter what race, no matter what gender, no matter what their economic status is. We additionally do educational outreach at local schools and with the Boy and Girl Scouts. We're also a fitness and meditation center, which I don't think people realize. We have yoga classes, we have animal, dog, cat, and even rabbit animal socialization programs. We're a creative arts center. We have cookie baking classes. We have art classes where students can come and paint our animals. Local artists can show off their work through their murals on our walls. We're even an entertainment center through our birthday parties, our casino nights. All these programs have highlighted and nurtured many great quality in the individuals that come through our shelter, young and old. I see people learning and demonstrating responsibility, competence, charity, kindness, diligence, mindfulness, creativity. All these amazing traits that we want to see spread through our cities. I've seen it in mostly in our Wise Bottle Baby Bunch foster kitten Facebook group this year, where all of our foster families gather to share and discuss our triumphs, our heartaches, their problems, any solutions, in order to save our city's most fragile orphaned creatures. I'm so proud of how everyone, from veterans like Nicole Matsumoto and newbies like Keon Whitaker, have helped us save and adopt out nearly 1,500 kittens in the last season alone. And I've seen very young, sweet children of different racial and socioeconomic backgrounds give up their birthday presents just to donate to the animals. And I have seen people from Westminster and Staten, HB, and beyond all come together to raise thousands of dollars to save our shelter last year. It's been demonstrated time and time again how much we are valued as an organization. And I hope that you too can see what a valuable asset WAGS is. This is a shelter that the community can be and is proud of, that I, as a young Viet American veterinary professional, am proud to work for. To be honest, my friends did tease me about moving back to Westminster, but after working for WAGS and working for this community for 6 years, I don't see myself anywhere else right now. So please let me and WAGS continue to serve you in your cities, and we will continue to try to improve each and every day for you. Please let the people of Westminster and Staten continue to have the shelter that they want and deserve. Thank you.
Thank you for your patience listening to all of us tonight. It's been a long day and a busy day for many of us, and I'm sure we'd like to be home, kick back, watching TV. But this council meeting and what is at stake are way more important. We all want to stand up and support our beloved WAGs and all they do to help the stray and lost animals. The council has an important choice to make about their awarding the animal contract. Your vote will send a message to all of your constituents regarding your stand for the treatment of animals. You have the opportunity to choose the ethical, moral, modern, and caring choice regarding stray animals of Westminster. It would be a giant step backwards for the city to transfer from a no-kill shelter to a kill shelter that doesn't have a good reputation like Yelp, 1.5 stars. I've been there and it's an impressive place. It would be a black day for the city and the residents of Westminster to choose a kill shelter. Your voting citizens overwhelmingly choose life for our stray animals. We want our tax dollars spent to help animals, not kill them. It is not right that an animal is euthanized for the crime of being homeless. We surely don't do that to our human homeless people. We stand by WAGs as the ethical, modern, and caring choice. They are very much a big part of our community, and I can't imagine the city changing to a lower quality facility. And I hope you do the morally and ethically right thing and give WAGs the contract. Thank you.
Followed by a fat moon.
Good evening, Mayor Tom, and City Council members on the right. I'm a resident of 40 years in Westminster. I urge all to vote no on no recall, as hundreds of like-minded citizens of this all-American city will do. And God bless Donald J. Trump.
Yeah.
I urge all to vote no on no recall, as hundreds of right-minded citizens of this all-American city will do. Thank you very much.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Fat Fu. I'm a candidate for Westminster Mayor in the upcoming election. I have only two questions for Mr. Trita Ambaya.
Ông này sẽ là người ra ứng cử vào cái chức thị trưởng thành phố Westminster nếu mà cái việc bãi nhiệm ông Chí Tạ thành công.
No recall the fine print on the side please, paid for by Trita for mayor in 2022 and not 2020. Then the number 1339684. My question is this number the FPPC ID number? Have you gotten the permission from the FPPC when you put up these signs? If you do not have the prior FPPC approval, maybe it's a good idea to take these signs down right away to avoid more complications ahead. Now the second question. This flyer was distributed in front of this council chamber the last time I was here. Let me read the content. Dear fellow resident, did you know that the property you are right now is for sale? The entire civic center, city hall, council chambers, senior center, community services buildings and land is in negotiation to be sold to another high-density developer. This developer is Steve Sheldon, the head of the OC Water Board. Steve Sheldon is also the person who was involved in getting Mayor Trita on the water board. This sounds to most people as the worst kind of corrupt quid pro quo payback. The politicians benefit, while the public gets wrong.
Ông này vì là ra để mà thay thế ông Chí Tạ vào chức thị trưởng cho nên ông đang tố tội ông Chí Tạ là corrupt, tức là tham nhũng, lũng đoạn.
Regarding the recall, the answer was avoided. They were told that any opinions would be considered. My question to the mayor is, for the sake of transparency and accountability, is the content of this flyer true? What is your relationship with Mr. Steve Sheldon?
Ông đang đặt một vài câu hỏi liên quan tới cái vấn đề cái tính minh bạch của ông thị trưởng Chí Tạ trong một số cái vấn đề.
The present civic center is there quid pro quo involved? I will need you in this meeting to answer yes or no. If you keep silent, then the answer will be yes. Thank you.
Ông nói là ông phải trả lời có hoặc là không có, còn nếu ông không trả lời có nghĩa là có.
Followed by Nguyen Hong.
Thank you, City Council members and others that are here. We appreciate that you took the time to listen to the citizens and the constituents. I woke up at 4 a.m. and wrote what I wanted to say. I'm not going to. As the CEO of WAGS, today has been very moving. I know when I talked to Courtney tomorrow, you're going to be a little stunned by the support that we've received. We know every day we walk into work to pay attention to how to do it better, how to create a better WAGS, how to create a better community, and how to help those animals get out the door to adoptions.
Quay trở lại một người tiếp tục mặc áo cam và ủng hộ cho cái cơ sở WAGS. Có thể thấy là mặc dù là mọi người ở nhiều cái mục tiêu khác nhau khi tới đây họp, thì người nào đăng ký trước thì được lên nói trước, người nào đăng ký sau được lên nói sau, chứ không phải nói theo một cái chủ đề nào cả. Ông Nguyễn Phương Hùng, ông Nguyễn Phương Hùng lên chắc chắn là sẽ phản đối ông Chí Tạ. Ông Nguyễn Phương Hùng đòi nói tiếng Việt.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I have a subject những lời tuyên bố của Phó thị trưởng Kim Bê Liệu.
Complaints on Vice Mayor Kimberly Ho's statement.
Tôi Nguyễn Hùng, cư dân Westminster viết thư này để cực lực lên án về những lời cáo buộc vô căn cứ và thiếu trách nhiệm và chuyên nghiệp của Phó Thị trưởng Kimberly Ho như sau.
I'm Winham, a Westminster resident. I'm writing this letter to strongly condemn the unfounded and irresponsible and unprofessional allegation of Vice Mayor Kimberly Ho as follows.
Trước hết rất tiếc bà đã không tiết lộ với những trò mị dân thảy tiền bạc và những tổ chức sinh hoạt cộng đồng trước năm 2016 để mua phiếu, bằng chứng sau đó từ ngày tái đắc cử lần thứ nhì bà không hề tham gia bất cứ cuộc biểu tình và đóng góp tiền bạc cho bất cứ tổ chức nào nữa.
First of all, unfortunately, you did not disclose to the community that you would demand up to donate money into community activities before 2016 to buy votes. Evidence after that since the secondary election term. You did not participate in any protests and contribute money to any organization anymore.
Nhưng sự việc tôi muốn nói hôm nay là thứ nhất, ngày 15 tháng Giêng năm 2020 bà đã vu khống không bằng chứng những người đã đòi hỏi bãi nhiệm gang of three là mang đem khủng bố đến người dân ở thành phố của bà chúng tôi hỏi.
On January 15, 2020, if you unjustly slandered those who demanded the gang of three dismissal of bringing terror to the people in your cities? Question mark.
Bà vui lòng cho biết who, when, what, where, which, and how. Bà cho rằng chúng tôi là những kẻ khủng bố và nên nhớ rằng ở đây không phải là thành phố của bà, đây là thành phố của chúng ta.
Could you please tell me who, when, what, where, which, and how you think that we are terrorists? You should remember that this is not your city, this is our city.
Hơn nữa, bà đã nói dối lời khai hữu thể khi nơi cư trú chính thức của bà là thành phố Yorinda, không phải là Westminster.
Ông Nguyễn Phương Hùng đang tấn công bà Kimberly Ho là một người ở trong cái hội đồng thành phố đang ngồi trước mặt ông.
Bà đang tạo sự nguy hiểm cho cuộc sống của người dân và kích động bạo lực trong thành phố của chúng ta bằng cách gán cho chúng tôi là những kẻ khủng bố và là cộng sản hoặc nhận chỉ thị từ cộng sản Việt Nam như thị trưởng đã ký và luật sư Lân Quốc Miến đã kết tội.
You are endangering people's lives and inciting violence in our city by labeling us to be terrorists and communists or receiving orders from the communists like Mayor Tadukri and Attorney Lân Quốc Miến emphasized.
Bà nên nhớ vu cáo ai là tay sai Việt Nam hoạt động cho cộng sản Việt Nam là một vấn đề nhạy cảm trong cộng đồng người Việt và hậu quả có thể tổn thương hay gây chết chóc cho họ.
You should remember that slander anyone as Vietnam or supported their activity for the communist Vietnamese regime. Those are very sensitive issues in the Vietnamese community, and the consequences can be often to be fatal or cause of death.
Lịch sử tòa án Hoa Kỳ chưa có một vụ kiện nào vu khống người khác là Việt Nam hay cộng sản mà thắng tại tòa án. Ông Đỗ Văn Phúc bồi thường 1.900.000 Mỹ Kim cho bà Nancy Bùi ở Austin, Texas và bà Sài Gòn nhỏ bồi thường cho báo Người Việt 4.5 triệu US dollar và nhiều vụ án khác nữa.
There is no lawsuit in the history of the United States court that defines others as Vietnamese or communists, but wins in court. Mr. Đỗ Văn Phúc paid $1.9 million to Nancy Boo in Austin, Texas, and Little Zion newspaper was fined and paid the newspaper $4.5 million and more other cases.
Lời nói của bà là một sự vu khống, một sự phỉ báng, một sự nhục mạ cố ý, mang sự ác ý.
Your statement is a slander, a defamation.
Bà nên rút lại và viết thư xin lỗi cử tri, đặc biệt là những người đã ký tên vào thư yêu cầu bãi nhiệm.
You should retract what you said and write a letter of apology to the voters, especially those who have signed the recall letter.
Đầu tuần này, bà còn lộng ngôn khi mở đầu lời quảng cáo trên Việt Linh Radio bằng một sự kết án vận động bãi nhiệm. Đây là một kế hoạch tinh vi và sâu xa để bãi nhiệm 3 nghị viên chức dân cử Việt Nam tại Westminster với mục đích làm suy yếu thành phố Westminster yêu dấu của chúng ta. Và bà gọi những người can đảm dấn thân ra tranh cử 3 chức vụ nếu Gang of Three bị bãi nhiệm vào mùng 7 tháng 4 năm 2020 là những người bất lực, những người chỉ quan tâm đến tham vọng và ích kỷ.
At the beginning of this week, you blasphemy when opening on Beatling's radio with the conviction of campaign dismissal recall. This is a sophisticated and evil plan of 3 Westminster elected women's officials with the aim of weakening our beloved city of Westminster. And you called upon the courageous people who run for those 3 positions. If the Gang of 3 is dismissed on April 7, 2020, as helpless people who only care about selfish ambition.
Là một thị trưởng và đã qua là một phó thị trưởng và đã qua 2 nhiệm kỳ, bà phải hiểu luật pháp và hiến pháp của Hoa Kỳ, ít nhất là căn bản giá trị và nhiệm vụ của chiếc ghế mà đang ngồi. Lời cáo buộc của bà chứng tỏ rằng vì hành vi không chuyên nghiệp và không khoa học đức, bởi vì bà không phải là bác sĩ mà vẫn xưng là bác sĩ trên chương trình phát thanh tiếng Việt để lừa gạt người nghe.
As a vice mayor and having spent almost 2 terms, you should understand the laws and the U.S. Constitution, or at least the basis of the value and the duties of the position, the chair that you are sitting on. Your accusations prove you are unprofessional and uneducated because you are not a doctor, but still fabricated as a doctor on Vietnamese radio to fool Vietnamese listeners.
Bà có học lịch sử Hoa Kỳ chưa? Cố Tổng thống Abraham Lincoln đã nói trong bài phát biểu ở Gettysburg, một chính phủ cho dân, bởi người dân màu đen và người dân sẽ vĩnh viễn bất diệt. Bà đang ở tiểu bang California, nơi mà điều 2 của hiến pháp California đã được các cử tri California chấp thuận trong bản hiến pháp năm 1911, 105 năm trước đây.
Cái này là cho những người mà chưa bao giờ coi cái sinh hoạt như thế này. Thì lúc này là lúc cư dân phát biểu, có thể nói bất cứ điều gì vào thẳng mặt của các dân cử ngồi trước mặt họ, mà các dân cử không được quyền trả lời cho tới khi lát nữa hết phần phát biểu của toàn bộ cư dân thì họ mới có cơ hội để trả lời. Còn bây giờ thì cứ chịu trận ngồi nghe.
Cho phép người dân chúng tôi được quyền bãi nhiệm và chốt phế các quan chức được bầu ra nếu họ có những hành vi bê bối. Hơn 19.000 chữ ký của cư dân Westminster đòi bãi nhiệm Gang of Three là câu trả lời đứng đắn cho bà.
More than 19,000 signatures of the Westminster residents demanding that the Gang of 3 be dismissed is the right answer for you.
Việc bãi nhiệm này là một cuộc bầu cử tự do và công bằng. Đây là tiến trình dân chủ của nước Mỹ, hiểu chưa?
This report is a free and fair election.
Những ứng cử viên có tên dưới đây: Tài Đỗ Christopher Ochoa, Phát Vũ, Tam Đỗ Carlos Manjo, Samantha Bảo Anh Nguyễn, Phan Trần, Khải Đào, Jamison Power, Mark Lawrence, Cư Trần đã bị bà làm nhục khi muốn thuyết phục cử tri đừng bãi nhiệm bà. Cái điều này không những nói lên sự tham vọng và cá tính hẹp hòi nhỏ nhen của bà, mà còn chỉ nhục những người đã ký tên đòi bãi nhiệm và những người đã can đảm ra ứng cử trong hoàn cảnh nhạy cảm dễ bị hiểu lầm là mục đích làm suy yếu thành phố Westminster như bà vu khống.
Christopher Ochoa, Phát Vũ, Tam Đỗ, Carlos Manzo, Samantha Bảo Anh Nguyễn, Frank Trent, Khải Đào, Jamison Power, Mark Lawrence, Cư Trent were humiliated by.
Với những cái cảnh này thì mới có cái câu là ở Mỹ nếu mà không có da mặt dày thì không có làm chính trị được. Người nào yếu yếu không chịu nổi thiên hạ chửi thì đừng ra tranh cử làm gì.
As with the intent to weaken our beloved city of Westminster as newsletter.
My speech still long, but I don't think I have enough time to read. I come back the next time for the second part. However, if you do a apology letter, no, they received a letter already. Okay.
I think your time is up, sir.
Here is $1,000 if you write an
Sir.
apology letter.
Your time has expired. Sir, your time has expired.
Next speaker, followed by Jessica Lawson.
Có bà nói là I hope you die, có nghĩa là tôi cầu cho ông chết. Bây giờ tới ông Tony Bùi là nói theo cái xu hướng ngược lại.
Council members, and also to many officers of city of Westminster who has been helping the city thriving in the past 40 years. I came here 20 years, and I saw a lot of progress in the city.
Ông nói là ông đã ở đây 20 năm rồi, ông thấy có rất nhiều cái sự tiến bộ của thành phố. Ông nói tuy nhiên trong thành phố cũng có những ông khùng như là cái ông vừa mới nói ở đây đó. Ông nói là cái ông đó, ông ở đây 45 năm rồi, ông giả bộ ông nói là ông không thể nào mà nói tiếng Việt, ông giả bộ ông nói là không biết nói tiếng Anh để mà kêu người nói tiếng Việt rồi nhờ người khác dịch tiếng Anh. Và ông nói ông cứ chê trách người ta, nói nếu mà ông tốt thì ông cứ việc ra tranh cử.
Because first of all, I respect the flags of America. They have three colors. The white is justice, blue is fairness, and the red is courage. That is our forefather. They stand on that character. However, in the past couple months, we saw one tycoon. He called himself a billionaire, and he said,
ông nói là trong mấy tháng gần đây thì có một cái ông tỷ phú đã giúp cho cái việc mà lấy chữ ký của nhiều người. Ông này muốn nói tới ông tỷ phú Hoàng Kiều. Ông nói rằng là cái chuyện đó là cái chuyện lấy chữ ký, kêu tới lấy chữ ký kiểu này, nhưng mà ra lấy chữ ký cho cái việc khác, đó là vấn đề không có hợp pháp. Nhưng mà thực ra thì cái chuyện này đã được chữ ký đã được hội đồng quận Cam verify rồi, chứng nhận rồi.
So any people who said that recall because of corruption, because of some illegal activity, they are fake. They are fake as like the one who has created a lot of discrepancy, a lot of illegal activities to defaming President Trump in the past 2 years.
Ông so sánh với cái chuyện mà những người mà đang bãi nhiệm cũng giống như là đang những người hạ bệ ông Trump. Và ông bây giờ ông bắt đầu nói tới ông Tài Đỗ, chỉ trích ông Tài Đỗ, và mọi người ở dưới vỗ tay. Ông nói ông Tài Đỗ thật là xấu hổ cho ông đi với lại cái người bỏ tiền ra mua một cách mua chữ ký của thiên hạ một cách bất hợp pháp. Ông đó là ông nói vậy thôi, chứ thật ra là nếu mà bất hợp pháp thì cái chữ ký cũng đã không có được chuẩn thuận bởi quận Cam rồi.
Character is very important for any members, any official who serve for the public interest, character, including behavior character, including ethical character. Therefore, I recommend all of the people who go on follow the principle of our forefather, courage, fairness,
Có thể thấy ông cảnh sát ở đây tới đây ông ở đây để mà giữ trật tự, cho nên là cái vấn đề khác không phải là cái vấn đề của ông ấy. Ông hoàn toàn giữ cái thái độ gọi là chuyên nghiệp mà chỉ đứng để giữ trật tự mà thôi.
Illegal activity of the guy named Hoàng Kiều, the tycoon who is the stupid and the crazy guy, and the one who follow him.
Ông này nói ông Hoàng Kiều là một ông tỷ phú, ông xài chữ stupid tức là cái từ ngu xuẩn. Ông kêu gọi mọi người bầu không có bãi nhiệm.
Hearing the last two speakers. In an effort to promote civic engagement, several community members have organized an opportunity for voters to meet with stakeholders in the upcoming special election. On Saturday, March 14th, a special election meet and greet event will be hosted at Sid Goldstein Freedom Park from 1 to 4 p.m. And it will give voters an opportunity to
Câu này lên đọc một vài cái thông báo liên quan tới cái vấn đề bầu cử sắp tới.
This event is for the benefit of the community. Voters should have the opportunity to interact with the leaders they are electing to govern their city. I want to clarify that this is not a Westminster United event. It is being hosted by a group of community members who want residents to hear from all people running for the upcoming election. Invitations have been issued and we received RSVPs from the majority of candidates. Thank you, Councilperson Dilford, RSVPing. I'm sure that you have a few questions. Local business owner Sandy McClure and I would be happy to help you with any concerns that you may have. Our contact information can be found on the invitations that we emailed you. The organizers look forward to helping to facilitate your involvement in this community event.
Có bạn hỏi là cây súng của ông cảnh sát có đạn hay không, thì cái chuyện đó là chắc chắn là có.
Thank you.
From Westminster, followed by Dow Tran from Garden Grove.
Thưa ông thị trưởng và các ủy viên. Good evening, Mr. Mayor.
Phía này thì chắc trong cái xu hướng ủng hộ ông thị trưởng Tạ Đức Chí và chống lại ông Tài Độ.
Về việc bãi nhiệm ông thị trưởng regarding the recall, Mr. Mayor, và phó thị trưởng Madam Vice Mayor và ông nghị viên Chí Nguyễn and Councilmember Chí. Ông thị trưởng Chí Tạ đã từng là nghị viên. The Mayor Gita used to be a council member. Và thị trưởng thành phố này 14 năm. And the mayor of this city for 14 years. Tính ông hiền hòa. You're very kind. Và đã có biết bao nhiêu thành tích xây dựng thành phố. And you have a lot of achievement to build this city. Và cho đồng hương Việt Nam chúng tôi. And for your country fellow man people. Và phó thị trưởng cũng cùng với ông thị trưởng. Madam Vice Mayor also work with the mayor. Và các đồng viện làm việc để xây dựng thành phố. And the other council members to build this city. Không hề có một tiếng xấu nào. There's no bad reputation about that. Ông Chí Nguyễn tuy mới được bầu vào, chưa làm được gì nhiều với chức vụ nghị viên. He has not done much for the position of a council member. Nhưng trước đây, but before, với vai trò giám đốc sở vệ sinh, with the position as the director the sanitary.
Ông đã đóng góp nhiều cho thành phố và cư dân.
He has contributed a lot to the city and the residents.
Vì vậy tôi cực lực phản đối việc bãi nhiệm 3 vị này.
Because of that, I strongly oppose the recall of these 3 elected officials.
Yêu cầu vote no recall.
I request a vote no on the recall.
Cảm ơn quý vị.
Thank you very much.
Good evening. I'm here tonight to tell you there is something wrong with the recall. First of all, Mayor Tan has been in the city council since 2006. He has worked in harmony with different
Bà này nói
generations
là
of
cái chuyện bãi nhiệm là
mayors
có vấn đề,
and council
không tốt.
members
Ông chỉ đã ở đây từ năm 2006 rồi, hay là 16 gì đó.
and even social contracts. Secondly, only when Tidal joined the city council as a tribal
Ông nói là
member,
chỉ tới khi mà ông tài đổ vô thì mới có cái vấn đề cho thành phố.
all the chaos and
Ông ta đã tạo ra bất cứ rất là nhiều những cái lộn xộn như là mọi người thấy.
people who supposed to work to build the city, but otherwise to organize Westminster United. But in reality, this is Westminster divided. To
Ông nói
recall,
là cái bà nói là cái tổ chức Westminster đáng lý là phải đoàn kết thì lại cái tổ chức này gọi là tổ chức mất đoàn kết.
to mislead voters in Westminster. So it is time to vote no.
Bà nói là đây là lúc mà phải bầu không cho cái việc bãi nhiệm. Xin cảm ơn đã lắng nghe.
Good evening, Terry Raines, Westminster. For item 3.2, staff is recommending rejection of all submitted bids again for the Rancho Road Landscape Improvement Project and to rebid the project for a third time. This is your solution because a bidder failed to comply with the bid instructions to submit certain documents. Even more puzzling is staff's decision to amend the bid instructions now and to remove the requirement altogether to make the bid instructions clear. The instructions were clear with the requirement. We seem to rebid projects too often because favored vendors make mistakes or omissions on their bids. If I don't produce a copy of my car insurance, can we change the law to not require it? Frankly, this change and rebid gives me heartburn. Every meeting, I address more lies that the Gang of Three are feeding to the most vulnerable residents in our community, especially those who fear government and don't speak English, and how they intimidate, exploit, and frighten these residents, like telling them those who support the recall are communist, and by resolution, telling residents to seek them out and report them or worse. This week, another fictional radio spot on Little Saigon Radio, brought to you by Kimberly Ho Seed,
Bà này cũng là đang nói về vấn đề bãi nhiệm và đang phản đối 3 người trước mặt bà. Bà có nói tới một cái quảng cáo của bà Kimberly Ho đọc gần đây ở trên radio rằng là những người muốn bãi nhiệm bà là những người ma quỷ, nhưng mà bà này phát biểu nói là những người đi bãi nhiệm không phải là những người ma quỷ.
But for all of the Vietnamese Americans living in this city, H-E-double-L, no. How dare you make this about ethnicity? Your words and your actions are racist. You have said the Americans are trying to take away your city. What an insult.
Bà này bà nói ra cái điều là tại sao bà dám nói cái câu là người Mỹ sắp sửa lại lấy cái thành phố, tức là bà nói là bà Kim Lee, tại sao bà dám nói là người Mỹ bắt đầu lấy cái thành phố này đi, tất cả cái thành phố này là của tất cả mọi người.
You say the recall will have a negative effect on the elderly and the low-income families and has the potential to lower property values in the city. Lies! My gosh, how do you sleep at night? The next one is a real gem.
Bà này bà nói bà ăn nói như vậy, tại sao bà có thể ngủ ban đêm ngủ yên được?
The perfect example is the huge success of the recent Tet parade on Bolsa. Wow! So you highlight your entire time in office with a parade that you denied being involved with at all to the city attorney after a complaint was filed. Folks, you just can't make this stuff up. Your lies continue with your campaign statement. You claim since being elected you have reduced the homeless.
Bà này moi ra rất là nhiều chuyện.
Fact, CityNet's homeless census report shows an increase from 126 homeless in 2017 to 213 in 2019. I hope the new housing projects and homelessness task force will help, but nothing has improved yet. I am still waiting to hear how you personally brought in $25 million for the Economic Development Fund. As for being pro-business and reducing red tape, does that include you?
Bà đang nói tới những cái chuyện mà như là vô gia cư hoặc là những cái vấn đề mà ngân sách của thành phố, mấy người này không làm được gì hết.
Kind of makes you an accessory to a crime, I think. This greatly contributed to us needing major SS to survive, which badly hurt the businesses in our city that do comply with all the tax laws and pay their fair share. And it discouraged other businesses from coming here. That, Madam Vice Mayor Ho, is what you call anti-business. Based on the reviews and actions against your own personal business, it seems that lying might come easy to you. I look forward to meeting the candidates at the candidate forum, that meet and greet that Jessica mentioned, and I hope that many in our community will turn out for it. I'd like to say a few comments in response to others that this recall started long before Q Hong was ever in the picture.
Bà này bà nói rằng là cái cuộc bãi nhiệm này là nó đã bắt đầu từ rất lâu trước khi ông Kiều Hoàng dính dáng vào, cho nên bà không thấy có chuyện gì mà ông Kiều Hoàng dính dáng vào dẫn đầu cái chuyện này mà đổi thừa cho ông ấy. Và nói rằng là hãy bầu bãi nhiệm, hãy đồng ý bãi nhiệm. Ở dưới khán phòng thì chúng ta có thể thấy những người đề nghị bãi nhiệm với lại những đề nghị đừng bãi nhiệm ngồi lẫn lộn với nhau.
Hello, Westminster City Council members. My name is Shona Ryan. I'm a resident of neighboring Huntington Beach. I first learned about WAGs during a difficult period in my life. We had recently lost our senior dog under some traumatic circumstances that left both my husband and I emotionally devastated, as those who have lost a longtime pet can relate. After taking some time to grieve, we both decided that the best way to heal was to first fill the void of our household left behind by adding a new fur breed to our home. After doing some research and visiting shelters in Huntington Beach, Seal Beach, and Orange, we discovered a hidden gem in our own backyard, Westminster. My husband and I both fell in love with a dog that shares more in common with a baked potato than a canine. We found wandering just outside these chamber doors, and Wax fittingly named him Mr. Mayor. On December 10th, 2017, we adopted him. Our experience at Wax meant more to us.
Bạn Hiếu Lương Quang đang bắt mấy cái người phát biểu mặc áo cam nói tiếng Việt để lát nữa họ xuống, tôi nhắc họ là phải lên nói bằng tiếng Việt cho bạn nghe.
After some personal reflection, and my husband and I both felt that we needed to give back to our community and help others who have been experiencing similar circumstances or who simply were looking to adopt a new pet and begin to pursue a volunteer opportunity at local animal shelters in Orange County. Our first stop was the Huntington Beach Humane Society.
Để lát nữa tôi bắt hết mấy người Mỹ mặc áo cam nói tiếng Việt hết cho bạn nghe nhé.
Inquired about opportunities to volunteer, no job or task too small. We were just eager to help, to which we received, and I quote, "We're good," with no further explanation or opportunity to leave our information if circumstances had changed. As my husband and I were walking through the parking lot feeling a bit defeated, it dawned on us that we'd forgotten that the one animal shelter that played such a pivotal role in our healing process was where we should be all along. Since March 28, 2018, we've been volunteering as foster parents and helped raise 28 kittens over the course of a year. Without the foster services offered by WAGS, thousands of kittens would be deferred to other shelters each year throughout the county, some of which may not go to a no-kill shelter. I'd like to ask that you consider selecting WAGS for the Animal Care Services contract for the cities of Westminster and Stanton. WAGS has played such an important role in enriching my life and has given myself and my family the opportunity to give back to our community in a truly meaningful way. And who knows, there might be a Mr. Mayor waiting for you at WAGS. Thank you.
Và một lần nữa họ kể những cái câu chuyện cá nhân ra để cho thấy cái tổ chức, cái cơ sở WAGS đó rất là quan trọng đối với cái cuộc đời của họ.
Good evening, Mayor and council members. My name is
Bà này thì chống nhóm 3 người một cách kịch liệt.
I'm here tonight to cordially invite all of you to the event we're holding on February 18th at 7 p.m. Our club was recently formed, and a couple of fun facts about us. We were chartered faster than any club in the DPOC history, and our executive board is comprised of all women.
Trước hết bà đọc cái thông báo mời gọi mọi người tới tham dự một cái buổi họp liên quan tới bầu bán gì của họ.
Westminster has seen an active increase with local city politics. So in turn, our club thought it would be wonderful to expand civic engagement to a state and national level. Which brings me back to the event on Tuesday, February 18th at Temple Beth David, 6100 Headley Street, Westminster. Westminster Democratic Club is excited to announce that Congressman Alan Lowenthal of California's 47th District will be joining us to discuss issues impacting residents within the district, and there will also be a question and answer session with audience participation and ending with an opportunity to take a selfie with Congressman Lowenthal. The event is open to the public and all parties. I hope you all received the flyer, which I did give to the city clerk, that I provided, and on behalf of the Westminster Democratic Club, we look forward to seeing you all there. Susan Alfred. David Johnson.
Ông này là một trong những người dẫn đạo cái cuộc bãi nhiệm. Nhưng mà ngày hôm nay thì ông lên để nói về cái vấn đề ông cũng ủng hộ cái vụ chó mèo hoang.
What I am, though, is an Eagle Scout, Boy Scouts. Boy Scouts is all about building character, trustworthy, loyal, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent. And I want to tie that into WAGS. So I'm a den leader, and I have 10 little 9-year-olds, and it's so important to Scouts, the understanding of caring for others and humanity, that they build in animal care into the training in Scouts. So one of the requirements we had was to visit something like a zoo or a shelter. I chose WAGS because they're wonderful in so many ways. It's literally apples and oranges, orange, compared to the county shelter. I have adopted a cat from a county shelter. It was very gray. It was depressing. All the animals were in cages, and they were a kill shelter. Over here at WAGS, it's so different. And you've heard many of the different stories. So when I brought in the Cub Scouts, they trained them on animal care, and we couldn't just walk away. So we adopted a cat that day named Harley, not because of the jacket, but because
Hôm nay ông kể lại cái câu chuyện ông tới ông nhận nuôi một con thú, con chó ở từ cái trung tâm WAGS đó.
I'm sure you don't. They're a great organization. I bet it's only about the cost. And
Bạn
obviously, the
Dũng
city has
yêu
some
cầu
issues, especially this particular year, with meeting our budget and coming in black instead of in red. And something that we've used with Measure SS, something we've used with Measure T and so on, was a citizens committee and oversight to see how well money is spent. I don't know if you ever do this with your vendors, but I'm sure you could put together a good committee with someone that has experience in that. I would recommend somebody like Don Anderson. He's not in the audience tonight, but he was the head of the oversight committee for Measure T at the school board, and he did a fantastic job of making sure that monies were not only spent properly in compliance, but also with effectiveness and efficiencies. It might be something that would make you feel comfortable that if you were to vote tonight or soon, according to your timeline, to improve WAGs, that maybe you had an independent oversight to make sure that they were truly efficient. Because I understand there's a disparity in cost on the bids, but then again, that's because it's apples and oranges. And the amount of goodwill that they provide to the city, whether it be you've heard different stories of people that were depressed and how it brought them up, or children and what they've experienced there. It really is a service that goes beyond just helping the animals. It's really helping our society and our people. And I'd like you to remember that the difference in price is astronomical when it comes to the value that they provide. I'm hoping we can find a way to support them. And I also want to finish by just saying thank you very much for your attention and listening today. I hope you have a good evening.
ông này đề nghị là mọi người nên giúp cho cái hội Wax được tọa nguyện theo ý của họ, tức là tái ký hợp đồng lại.
Jocelyn Huang, Ellie Pendergraft, Bertha Fuentes,
tôi đang cần lấy một né là tôi muốn trước thì tôi làm cho em tôi cầm phân với một lần nữa còn quay như vậy một liền tôi trước thì tôi sẽ đi nghe mỗi tôi cầm phân giống tôi làm cái đó
Standing out there for 3 hours and sitting here with you. I'm not familiar with all that's going on. My first time in a meeting like this. I have no papers, it's all coming from here. And all these people in orange, which I don't even know, they're from the blacks. They've been so helpful by giving me some information and stuff. I had an experience with my cat, with the TNR person who came and took my cat. We were familiar with one time them coming to get our cats and neuter, spay, bringing them back to release in their colonies.
Bà này kể chuyện về con mèo của bà.
The second one came in, they took my cat. My husband specifically told that lady, do not take that cat, those are here, cats from here. She took them, never returned them. That little cat was my therapy. I was going through a process with my brother who was Down syndrome, and he was on hospice. I'm sorry.
Bà này bà kể về con mèo của bà là một ngày tự nhiên bị mấy người kia tới bắt con mèo của bà ấy đi. Con mèo đó là con mèo giúp cho bà rất là nhiều trong vấn đề tâm lý mà bị lấy đi.
I called this lady because, you know, on Facebook you can find anything now. And I told her, where did you take my cat? All I want is my cat back. She goes, who is this? And I go, you don't know me. All I want is my cat. Never brought him back. I went to 2 shelters. Custom.
Bà đấy sau khi bà bị mất con mèo thì bà đi tìm những cái nơi giữ chó mèo ở nhiều cái thành phố khác nhau. Nhưng mà bà lại không được cho đi vô trong để kiếm. Nói là không phải là cái chính sách của các cái chỗ giữ đó, mà tại những cái người làm việc ở mấy cái chỗ đó không cho bà vô đi kiếm con mèo.
and all this is going down. But I was told by another place that I shouldn't say
Bà đi
nothing.
nhiều nơi, trong đó kể cả có cái nơi gọi là chuyên môn quản lý các loại chó mèo bị bắt.
But that humane one in Newland, that's a bad place. It's dark, it's ugly, and the way they had their cats, and I wasn't able to see the dogs. I was lucky.
Và bà đi mấy cái chỗ, nhiều chỗ, cho nên bà thấy được có những chỗ rất là tệ hại.
When I seen it, like I said, it's not the place. You can live in a mansion, but you know what? If somebody in that mansion is not helping you with what you need, and that's what they're there for, it's not right.
Bà nói là
I don't know, but I know all these people in Orange have the love for these animals.
Bà nói câu chuyện đó để bà nói là bây giờ mọi người hãy tái ký hợp đồng với lại cái tổ chức này, tại vì tôi thì không biết họ nhưng mà tôi thấy họ rất là tốt với lại chó mèo. Họ sẽ làm mọi thứ tốt đẹp cho chó mèo. Bà dùng gọi là khổ nhục kế để mà thuyết phục thành phố.
Why would they do that if they're there to give these cats to the people, these animals? These were stray cats that I got for myself. I raised him, and now I have 3 more, and I don't even want them because my husband goes, they don't have a mom. I had to beat them again. And you know how hard it is because those nipples are very expensive. And he chewed all the nipples off those bottles, and I would have to go out and buy more. I didn't have the money to do that, but I did it. And now I'm trying to find somewhere to have these cats spayed and neutered so they don't have a population going again. And about the chipping part, I don't believe that because you know what? One of my cats was chipped and it was never returned. Never. Through a TNR. And this lady is doing it not just in Garden Grove because I'm from Garden Grove. She's doing it in all other cities. She's not even from here. And she's doing this. And I'm not the only person and I wish I could get more people to come up here. And I probably will try to hear all these stories.
Bà hết giờ rồi, bà cứ kể về con mèo của bà bị mất. Bà nói là làm ơn đi, hãy tái cái hợp đồng với lại cái tổ chức cái cơ sở quát này. Vì theo tôi biết là cái chỗ này nó tốt hơn nhiều so với mấy chỗ khác, có vậy thôi. Có bạn nói là gửi tặng cho bà ấy con mèo khác, cái vấn đề không phải đơn giản như vậy. Họ nuôi con mèo giống như là con vậy đó, họ mất con họ không thể là cho đứa con khác được.
Good evening, Honorable Mayor and Council members of Westminster. I won't speak long because I know it's a long evening, but I too am here in support of WAGS. I'm not a citizen of Westminster. I live in Huntington Beach.
Bà này nói bà không ở trong thành phố Westminster, bà ở thành phố Huntington Beach, là cái thành phố là có thể nói là nhiều người giàu ở.
Impact your decision about keeping WAGS as the main shelter. First of all, let me tell you that my husband and I are both retired registered nurses, worked in healthcare.
Bà kể là bà với lại ông chồng của bà là hai người về hưu từ cái nghề y tá. Bà đã có kinh nghiệm về cái vấn đề mà chăm sóc tốt cho con người cũng như con vật, thì bà biết được rằng cái tổ chức này là cái tổ chức làm rất tốt cho chó mèo.
People here in Westminster and like all areas across the country right now, we are living in very difficult times, very heated political times. And an organization like WAGS is needed to bring people together, to offer hope and to be a beacon.
Bà nói trong cái thời buổi gọi là chính trị chính em thế này, là những cái tổ chức như là WAGS, là những cái tổ chức như cái cơ sở này là có thể mang con người ta lại với nhau.
So I think it is I think you have a unique opportunity to
Bà nói rằng là quý vị có một cái cơ hội rất là tốt để mà
city. And some of these other
làm cái điều tốt.
around here, like these other people, I've been to these other shelters. And they do not represent the best interests of their animals or the people. You can make a difference. And I hope and I know it's difficult, but I hope that you will continue your support.
Bà nói là có những cái nơi khác nó rất là tệ, không có tốt cho mèo bằng ở chỗ này, cho nên quý vị có cơ hội để mà làm điều tốt. Bây giờ tới phần phát biểu của anh Khải Đào.
Council members, hello everyone. My name is Kai Dao, and you guys probably know that I'm running to replace Councilwoman Kimberly Hall.
Cô nói Khải Đào nói rằng là quý vị biết là tôi là người sẽ đi ra tranh cử để mà thế cho cái bà Kimberly Hồ bây giờ. Và bây giờ anh Khải nói thẳng với bà Kimberly là lý do mà tôi muốn thay thế bà là tại vì bà đã không có giữ những cái lời nói của bà. Bà là một người doanh nhân. Bà cần phải là làm sạch sẽ thành phố. Tôi đã nói với cô là tôi đã thỏa thuận với bà là năm 2016 là tôi sẽ không có tranh cử để cho bà làm mà bà không làm được cái điều đó.
United people pleading for such a good cause, making such rational, logical, as well as compassionate argument I've never seen in our city meeting since I'm here. And you guys could not decide is because, like David Johnson said, because of the money matter, problem with money. Because I would, in a heartbeat, sign with them. There's no way that I have to sit here and listen to them one after one, pleading to you guys. But I guess they were pleading the wrong group of audience. That was with the three of the people.
Nó nói là những người tới đây là yêu cầu quý vị thì coi như là họ đã yêu cầu sai chỗ rồi. Tại những người quý vị kìa. Tôi ở đây, xin lỗi, để mà chứng minh rằng quý vị là một nhóm mà những người nói dối. Tôi muốn phát một cái chương trình YouTube mà tôi đã bỏ lên trên trang của tôi. Tôi sẽ đưa cho quý vị coi sau. Tôi chứng minh rằng là tôi đã từng đi tới nơi mà quý vị tổ chức một cái buổi biểu tình mà tôi bị đánh. Tôi đã tới đó một cách rất là hòa bình, nhưng mà đã bị đánh mà quý vị đứng đó ngó. Tôi muốn nói rằng là mặc dù là quý vị nói rằng là tôi sẽ chứng minh rằng là quý vị sai khi mà nói rằng là tôi hoặc là những người mà bãi nhiệm quý vị là làm việc cho chính phủ Việt Nam.
label
Quý vị nói bất cứ cái điều gì để mà có thể gọi là chụp mũ
your opponent.
chụp mũ cả đối thủ của quý vị.
I'll point to one of the strongest supporters of you, Mr. Tony Boy. I interviewed him
Tôi muốn
2 weeks ago
tố cáo ông Tony Bùi là tôi đã phỏng
with
vấn ổng
my wireless microphone.
tôi phỏng vấn ổng hai tuần trước mà tôi gắn cái phone, tôi gắn cái microphone lên trên người của ông ấy và ông đi mất tiêu.
The co-organizer of the Tech Parade and David Bỏ, they never returned my call. And I would prove with video clip that he had my microphone.
Và bây giờ ông không có chịu trả lại cho tôi cái iPhone, cái microphone đó. Tôi sẽ chứng minh cho biết là ông đó giữ cái microphone của tôi mà không chịu trả.
Next speaker, May Tan Liu, followed by Vanessa Martinez. May Tan Liu.
Thành phố.
Good evening, Mr. Mayor and council members.
Tôi là May.
Bà này sẽ nói bằng tiếng Việt mà có người thông dịch.
Nay tôi có mặt ở đây để cảm ơn hội đồng thành phố đã làm thật là đẹp cái ngày lễ
Today I'm here
tiến
to
hành xe hoa ngày Tết cho toàn thể.
Có người nói tại sao mà có cái microphone cũng mang ra thành phố để đòi thì chắc cũng hiểu là có con mèo bị mất cũng ra thành phố để báo. Cái chuyện đó cũng là chuyện của mỗi người.
for the countrymen and to show the TED festival to the whole entire world.
Quý vị đã thành công vì tôi thấy là trong cái hoàn cảnh mà thù trong giặc ngoài đánh phá đến last minute đến cuối cùng với ngày sắp xảy ra cũng vẫn có người đánh phá và tiền bạc thì không có đủ.
You were successful even though you have enemies all over the places, and until the last minute, with a very tight budget, you didn't have enough money.
Nhưng quý vị đã được sự ủng hộ của tất cả mọi người dân, người cư dân và tất cả mọi người tiếp tay nên đã thành công tốt đẹp.
But you got the support from all the residents that contribute their share to have a successful event.
Tôi thấy ở trên cái ngày tiến hành đó có cả nhân viên đỗ tài và con Cross Studio và đằng sau có cả ông Bục Phát.
I saw the parade, Mr. Taido and Mr. Contreras was there together with Mr. Park Bui.
Họ đã không cộng tác, đã đào phá và họ vẫn có mặt để chia sẻ những cái niềm hãnh diện của chúng ta.
They were there to share the pride that we have, but they didn't cooperate with the event.
Tôi không phục cái chuyện mà vì cô ngày 7 tháng 4 đến đây chúng tôi sẽ vận động bà con anh em hàng xóm láng giềng tất cả những người ý thức được cái việc làm của quý vị.
I oppose the recall, and I would like to encourage my loved one, my family member, my relatives, my neighbors to let them know what he did.
Bà con đang ủng hộ quý vị.
We support you.
Nếu có một cái sự gì mà thì chúng ta đã biết là ông nghị viên đỗ tài trong cái ý thầm kín của ông thì trước là ông muốn làm thị trưởng.
We all know that Mr. Taido's intention, he wants to be a mayor.
Tôi nhìn đây những cái bảng ngoài đường là ông ấy run to cái
We see the signs in the street that they want to run for the mayor.
Nếu trường hợp mà đỗ tài có được người ta bầu lên thì cái này cũng là không phải tốt đẹp gì.
là một điều rất một sự sỉ nhục.
If Mr. Dido is elected, this is not a good thing. This is a stain and a humiliation.
Như tôi đã nói từ trước khi đỗ tài ứng cử, bây giờ hãy học hỏi và kinh nghiệm rồi sẽ ứng cử và sẽ thành công.
As I said before, Mr. Dido should learn and get experience, then he will be successful.
Tôi xin nói như là cái này lựa non tháo đá, và nếu có thắng thì có hãnh diện không, trong khi tôi thấy là có một bàn tay nó đá từ của Trung Quốc đã đưa ra để vận động, để chi phối, để đánh những người.
I would like to express saying that the young one, they love to fight hard, but behind they have the support of some other people, like people from China, and for that victory.
Trong cái hoàn cảnh đất nước chưa có nhân quyền và Việt Nam vẫn bị đô hộ và bị sự chi phối của Trung Quốc.
In a situation that we do not have the human rights in our country, in Vietnam, and in Vietnam, there's control of China.
Quý vị còn nhiều việc để mà làm, nhiều việc để mà phát triển thành phố này.
We have so many things to do, so many things to do to develop this city.
Nhưng mà tranh giành và muốn có quyền lực, muốn có thế lực.
But fighting for power,
để tạo ra cái buổi recall này, và xin hỏi ông assistant city attorney và quý vị làm manager, tất cả quý vị trong thành phố có thể nào cho biết là những người không phải thành phố recall và ai sẽ đóng cái số tiền mà lên đến cả 500.000 cho cái việc recall đó, nếu không phải là bà con cư dân ở đây phải đóng thuế, phải chịu
fighting for the power to create a recall. So I would like to ask the city manager, the city attorneys, who's going to pay for the fee of 500,000 to recall? Would that be the resident of the city or someone else?
Tôi có thể xác nhận cho chúng tôi biết là cái người đứng đằng sau lưng của ông sẽ pay cho cái việc đó.
Mr. Dido, could you please verify with us whether the person behind to support you would pay for this?
Để ông tiếp tục khuyên đạo cái thành phố này.
So you could control the city.
Chúng tôi phải nước ra đi là chúng tôi lại sắp sửa ra đi nếu mà cái thành phố này thuộc về tay của những người cộng sản.
Talk to each other and would leave the city again if the city belongs to the communists.
Họ chi phí bằng tiền và họ còn nhiều tiền nữa.
They have a lot of money.
Tôi không phục cái việc làm của họ.
I would not accept this.
Xin quý vị hãy cảm ơn quý vị.
Next speaker, Vanessa Martinez.
Hi, thank you for having me. Just wanted to start off with that. I know it's a long night. I won't keep you guys too long. First of all, I want to start off by saying I have a lot of performance anxiety, so this is really hard for me. But I just feel like this is something that I have to do. I'd like to start off with a simple word, anxiety. A feeling that I'm sure everyone here has felt at some point, in any point in life. I'm a student and I know anxiety. But I'm sure that everyone feels it in many different aspects of life. And something that really helped me in the past years whenever I felt too overwhelmed with a certain day at school or anything, I'd ask my mom to drive me flags and just
Cô này
look
nói
at the
rằng là cô là
animals,
một
pet them,
sinh
be
viên.
around them.
Mỗi khi mà cô học hành mà thấy mệt mỏi hay là lo lắng thì mẹ của cô chở cô tới cái cơ sở quát này làm cho cô được thoải mái.
Lovely little beings. As many of you guys know, I'm sure having pets have many psychological advantages.
Cô nói rằng là chúng ta đều biết là có cái con thú nuôi đó thì là một cái trợ giúp tâm lý rất là tốt cho mọi người.
I think it's important to point out that if we were discussing the lives of human beings with voices, we would not be having the discussion of whether to keep a safe haven for them or replace it with an unsafe place that is going to bring harm to them, such as many shelters do, high-kill shelters. But unfortunately, these beings are innocent, living beings without a voice, defenseless at our mercy. We have the power to place these beings in a loving home, keep them away from the hardships that they face in the streets. I recently adopted a kitty from there, and I named him Pharaoh. I can't tell you guys how much love and gratitude.
Cô nói là cô mới gần đây cô có nhận nuôi một cái con chó mèo mà cảm thấy rất là hài lòng, rất là hạnh phúc. Mỗi lần về nhà thì cái con chó đó nó đón chào giống như là người vậy.
The life that he has with me and the happiness that he brings my entire family, because I've seen it. I've seen when my parents come home anxious. My mom loves picking him up and cradling him like a baby. My brother sleeps with him every night, you know.
Chẳng những cô ấy mà kể cả bố mẹ cũng như là anh trai của cô ấy cũng thích nữa.
And he's reached the very corners of our heart in a very short amount of time.
Nó đã là chạm vào trái tim của chúng tôi.
I can't imagine where he would be in life without the help of WAGs and their immense efforts to save lives. I've been at other shelters where the treatment of these animals is horrendous, and I can't imagine how anyone would be able to.
Và tôi cũng đã từng tới những cái nơi khác nuôi chó mèo hoang thì tôi thấy nó tệ hại không có được như cái nơi này. Nó nói cuộc đời là mọi cái cuộc sống đều là quan trọng, kể cả lớn lẫn nhỏ.
But I know that I will be able to go home knowing that I prioritize the lives of many innocent beings over anything else, and I hope that everyone in this room can go home with the same feeling.
Tôi hy vọng là mỗi lần tôi về là tôi được thích thú được cái con chó đón chào. Tôi hy vọng là mọi người trong cái căn phòng này đều được cái cảm xúc như vậy.
Good evening, I'm Louise Larson. Thank you for your time. I do not have prepared notes. I heard about this earlier today. I had to come and talk to you. This is an issue of humanity, the issue of not awarding WAGs their contract. As you know, we also are talking tonight about the recall. And I believe both these subjects are woven together. We have a city that's been torn apart and burdened by acrimonious name calling that's ripped people up, put neighbor against neighbor. And we've wasted countless taxpayer dollars to figure out what we're going to do about the recall. I believe that having a place like WAGs, which is a wonderful, wonderful institution that puts people in touch with animals and it helps people get in touch with.
Cô này nói cái chỗ như là cái cơ sở này là một cái chỗ quá tuyệt vời để mà đưa người với lại vật với nhau.
Whether we're in a Trump hat or whether we're a Democrat, all of us love animals.
Nó trong cái văn phòng này, trong căn phòng này chúng ta thấy có cả người thì đảng Dân Chủ, người thì đảng Cộng Hòa ủng hộ cho ông Donald Trump, nhưng mà mọi người đều yêu thú vật.
To say yes to a wonderful institution and allow the city residents here to still have access to something that will unify us and make us happy. Think of the countless kids.
Cái này là cái chỗ mà để cho cư dân của thành phố Westminster tới và gọi là để cho cư dân đoàn kết lại. Tới đó sẽ được gặp gỡ nhau để mà trò chuyện với nhau.
You know that. But animals, caring for animals, having a pet that we can love, it teaches compassion. It teaches people to care. Don't we need more of that?
Lo lắng cho những cái con chó mèo sẽ làm cho con người ta biết lo lắng cho nhau.
The great park that we should have. It's the thing that unifies us. Everybody comes together over caring for animals.
Và hy vọng có những cái chỗ để mà có thể mà mọi người tới để mà có thể gọi là cùng chăm sóc chó mèo để cùng đoàn kết với nhau.
I mean, we have a gem here in Westminster. This is, for me, the one thing I'm so proud about is the WAG's Animal Rescue here. I'm so proud of it. I beg
Bạn Chí Sang gì đó, bạn câu hỏi của bạn liên quan tới VTV thì bạn sẽ gọi trực tiếp hỏi họ nha.
think about what you would be, the coldness, the more despair that families will have, the kids. I mean, this is what unifies all the schools, the neighbors. Honestly, I find that a love of one's pet, especially when we're going through these hard times, and all this wrangling makes times much harder for all of us residents. This could be the one thing you could offer us that would put an end to all this drama over being mad at each other. It's in your hands to do the right thing. And I beg of you to take this very
Nói là quý vị phải làm cái điều đúng nha.
this shelter or not. This is something that matters deeply to every single
Đây là một cái điều
communities.
rất là quan trọng đối với lại những người cư dân của thành phố, là quý vị cần phải gọi là suy nghĩ cho thật kỹ. Nói khi mà bố tôi chết thì rất là quan trọng đối với tôi. Khi mà bố tôi chết thì khi mà bố tôi chết có con chó của tôi nó làm rất là quan trọng và an ủi cho tôi. Nó làm cho tôi có thể tiếp tục con đường sống của tôi. Quý vị phải biết lo cho cư dân, mà cư dân cần phải có những cái vấn đề liên quan tới tâm lý. Đó là một cái chuyện rất là nhân đạo, chuyện rất là thân cảm. Hãy quý vị, tôi kể cả bất cứ ý kiến như thế nào, hãy làm cái điều đó, tức là tái ký hợp đồng. Bây giờ là hết người phát biểu rồi, bây giờ bắt đầu tới phiên các dân cử nói chuyện.
Unless member of the City Council or staff request that specific items be removed in the consent calendar for separate action of this discussion.
Bây giờ thì mọi người đi về hết.
Thank you. Next we have regular business, 541 resolution approving application to apply for Park and Water Bond Act of 2018 Proposition 69 per capita grant program.
Cư dân tới nói chuyện đã rồi, bây giờ xong đi về. Các vị dân cử tiếp tục ngồi. chuyện gây cấn rồi.
That motion carried 5-0 to adopt a resolution entitled a resolution of the Mayor and City Council of the City of Westminster approving applications for per capita grant funds, authorizing staff to file an application with the California Department of Parks and Recreation's Office of Grants and Local Services to receive funding from Parks and Water Bond Act 2018, Proposition 68 per capita grant program.
All right, next item 5.3, appointment of interim city manager.
Bạn Ngọc Phi nói là muốn mời ông Trần Dần về Việt Nam, thì để bữa nào tôi hỏi ông coi ông bấm độn ngày nào, ngày là ngày tốt, giờ tốt.
So this item before you is to approve formally the confirmation of the appointment of Sherry Johnson, currently Finance Director, but soon to be interim City Manager. The staff report does include a interim employment agreement, and the basic terms of that agreement are a 6-month term, up to a 6-month term to serve as interim city manager beginning February 15th. And then the salary that's been established for the interim city manager position is $213,264 on an annual basis. Of course, that'll be prorated for whatever duration she serves in that capacity. So if it's your pleasure, you can call for the vote.
All right, any other questions or concerns from members of the council? If not, I move for approval.
I second it.
Vote please.
That motion carried 5-0 to approve the employment agreement between Sherry Johnson and the City of Westminster.
Thank you. Next, we have comment and request for agenda item. No, sorry, okay, yes. Next, we have comment and request for agenda item to City Council agency member, including AB 1, 2, 3, 4 report when required. Councilmember Control.
Yes, Mayor Tal, I'd like to place an item on the agenda. Well, actually, I want to put an item to be placed on the agenda. I need to make sure it's clear before I place it in regards to our home funds and the use of those home funds. So I don't know if I can be more specific than that. I guess we'll ask the city attorney for that. Because I don't want to wait another month in case I figure it out in the next couple of weeks to bring that item forward. It's in regards to our home fund, federal home funds.
You're gonna have a suggestion for maybe some way to use home funds?
Yeah, I want to have a suggestion on how to use those home fund dollars. So I want to bring an item forward. But I'm not sure if it's going to be this coming agenda or the following agenda. I need to make sure I will have the details beforehand.
Okay, how does that conform with the process we're doing right now with the, I forget the name of the document, the plan that we're doing the hearings for?
The 5-year annual plan,
Right.
the next time you'll see that, I believe, is the first meeting of March. I'm sorry, the second meeting of March.
Second meeting in March for the home, in regards to the home fund. So my item can be separate to that.
Bây giờ thì thành phố nói về ba cái chuyện thường ngày ở huyện, thành phố. Vấn đề ngân sách, vấn đề vân vân.
Okay, so I guess what I'll do is I'll have it as a holding pattern just in case I can't work out the angle, so then I can.
Bây giờ có lẽ là sẽ lia qua bên ngoài cho quý vị xem thêm một chút xíu quang cảnh bên ngoài. Và chúng ta sẽ kết thúc.
Place the item and then wait another week and it'll take another year by the time we do anything.
Okay.
Thank you. Now you
All right, that Councilmember Doe.
So do we need a vote?
Oh, yeah, so I'll place a motion on the agenda my item is to place an item on the agenda to move forward on an item in regards to home funds to be determined at the next council meeting.
Second.
Người dân không có biểu quyết trong cái vụ này. Bạn Hoàng Đức nó hỏi cái câu là người dân về làm sao mà bầu. Lúc này là cái lúc mà hội đồng thành phố bầu với 5 cái phiếu bầu của họ. Những cái chuyện trong thành phố là hội đồng thành phố sẽ bầu chứ không phải là người dân bầu. người dân có ý kiến đề nghị thành phố bầu thế nào theo xu hướng nào, nhưng mà thành phố là người bầu, những người đại diện cho dân sẽ bầu.
resident in this city about wax.
Và khi họ bầu như vậy thì tất cả mọi thứ nó đều có ghi nhận lại trong cái video của thành phố phát ra trên cái kênh của thành phố.
It's our job to follow the rules. So basically, the city attorney provided me the court case that regulate the bidding process for the city council. Basically, court case M and B construction versus Yuba County water agencies. It was back in 1999, which the citation basically that court case specifically say that the competitive bidding law passed for the benefit and protection of the tax-paying public, not for benefit and enrichment of bidders. Their purpose, among other, are to guard against favoritism, improvidence, extravagance, fraud, and corruption, and to prevent the waste of public funds, and to obtain the best economic result for the public. So that I hope that the public have a better idea as to our job, what we are trying to do. Thank you very much. And I'd like to make a couple of requests. If the city manager, before the year end last year, we asked to have the chair elevated so that everybody can see us, our faces. I don't know the process on that. Maybe the holiday festivity kind of way. So could you look into it and help us elevate a little bit so that we can see everybody without, stretching our neck? And another thing is, the front.
Còn thay đổi đề nghị thành phố, ông quản lý thành phố để là nâng cái ghế của các dân cử lên để cho có thể nhìn thấy được mọi người.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. I want to take this opportunity to thank the general public for coming out from WAGS, and I really do have a lot of compassion for them and appreciate the time and the effort that they make to share their stories with us. I know that on our agenda, or it's going to be on our agenda, March 11th. And I just want to know if, what would be the process to maybe delay that until, because it is only fair for me. I don't know if other city council members share this thought, but number one is that for me to make to be fair and to be of service to my constituents, I believe, number one is I need to take the time to go down to WAGS and perhaps pay them a visit, take a tour, and really know what WAGS is about. I know that it's not on our agenda yet. I mean, I would probably, when I see the agenda, I'm probably going to hop right on it, but you know what, usually we get like 72, the agenda only 72 hours ahead. So I would like to see if we could postpone this, because we do need to do a lot of due diligence. I think this is for the people, everything we do for our people, our constituents. We do need to do a thorough, for me, it's not about, I don't know, I know that we've got to wait and got to look at the laws, and as Councilmember Tyler mentioned, and I know that the city attorney, it is true that we have to abide by the law and all, but I think that at this time, with everything that is going on, like with the recall and and all. I believe everybody will agree with me, my colleagues will agree with me that we need to postpone this. And I think I'd like to see if we could postpone for like 6 months until we really have the time to make a good assessment of what is going on. And I think it is really going to be fair to people WAGs because they put a lot of time and effort to come out here, to let us know about what's going on and what they think, and also to be fair as part of the process of making a decision-making process. I think we need time. And so I'm at this time requesting if we could delay that rather than agendizing it, putting it on for March 11th. I'd like it to be like 6 months from now.
So I'll make a few comments on that, then Christian can supplement if need be. So first of all, the decision to delay consideration of the RFP would have to be made by council, so I think you'll need a second to that in the vote. But just to put a few facts out there, and then the council can consider the request. The current contract, my understanding, is good until June 30th, so just understand that. March 11th is not a date that needs to be set in stone. So if the council wanted to delay a vote or consideration of the RFP responses, you certainly could. So I don't think there's any issue there. Staff is doing some due diligence already on evaluating the proposals, including site visits, and I would encourage council to do the same. With regards to a prolonged extension of the process that would go beyond June 30th, that would take a little more discussion and consideration, because at that point, really, we'd be beyond the term of the current contract, and I would just, off the top of my head, say any consideration of doing that beyond June 30th would have to require extension of current terms, including price. If WAGs needed additional funds beyond June 30th, beyond the existing contract amount, then I think we'd be in violation of normal purchasing and bidding processes. So those are just a few comments and observations, but I think in general, if you wanted to put the process off to some degree, you could. If you wanted to put it off further, I think we would need some assurances from WAGs that we could extend under current terms and pricing, and that could be appropriate, but that would definitely be a council call.
Let's hear it, Tony.
If I could just add, I think I agree with what the city manager has said. I think I would bring it back for discussion, because you really can't take action on this. It's not on the agenda. So it would be a good thing to have on the next agenda, where we can maybe have a chance to get input from all of you as to how far out you really would like to push this. Because if what you're asking is to go past June, then we have to talk about an extension to the current contract.
Okay, then so that will be my agenda for next time. I'd like to agendize and see if we could postpone the RFP or the agendize the WAG's agenda until another time. So we could discuss it at that time.
Vote please.
That motion carried 5-0.
Anything else from Vice Mayor? If not, good.
Okay, thank you.
So Councilman Nguyen?
I just want to thank you all for coming out tonight, and we have a full house, and I will also want to say sorry that it was overflow, and some of you have to stay outside in the cold weather. So, just want to apologize for that, but appreciate for coming out. That's it.
Thank you, Councilman Nguyen, and we want to thank everyone for showing up tonight and show your support to WAG. So I've been in the city for long. I understand how you feel like over dog. So I understand the relationship between dog and human. I think that we all read that our life have a lot of meaning living with dog. I really appreciate all the passion to have an animal because I do own my dog for 5 years, and my family and I really enjoy it. And I appreciate the staff and the doctor, member, the committee member are showing up tonight and speak in favor of that. Thank you, and really thanks our city staff, police officer for their dedication as well. And next,
Ông thị trưởng cảm ơn mọi người đã tới đây ngày hôm nay để mà mang lên cái chuyện về liên quan tới cơ sở lo lắng cho chó mèo, và bây giờ câu chuyện là hết. Có thể nói là cuộc họp của thành phố tới đây là chấm dứt. Cái chuyện ngày hôm nay chúng ta nghe tóm tắt lại là cái chuyện của một cơ sở chăm sóc cho chó mèo hoang, và một số người lên phát biểu về vấn đề bãi nhiệm, chống cũng như là không chống bãi nhiệm. Cái cuộc họp của hội đồng thành phố tới đây là chấm dứt. Tôi sẽ có một vài cái phỏng vấn sẽ phát lên sau cho mọi người. Tường trình từ thành phố Westminster. Xin kính chào và hẹn gặp lại.